Hello.
Hello, friend.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good
Evening.
good
Has
evening.
officially become my job now.
It's always the job. It's always the job as well. How you doing, everyone? Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday evening on the 4th of February 2023. Where's the time gone, Trans? Where's the time gone?
I don't know. It's a good question. Like
It's
January for me, guys, January for me felt like it was dragging on for like 2 weeks. And then the last 2 weeks were like gone. It was very weird. It was
it's
the weirdest month I've ever experienced in my lifetime.
for me, it was the longest. It was dragging and dragging until it hits February, like like an F1 car,
Whoosh.
like an F1 car itself. So,
Yeah.
how you been doing, Trans? All good?
I've been busy. I've been good, but I've been really busy. This week has been
Oh,
not kind to me, guys.
oh
Not at
no,
all.
oh no. Hopefully, it'll be a better week next week. All being
Hopefully.
well.
I'm crossing my fingers that it will.
Well, cross your fingers, toes, and everything else, personal
Yes.
wise, private wise, wink, wink, as well. So, anyways, yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, like legs, legs. What do you think? You naughty on that. To be fair,
you're the one that said it. Don't look at me for that one. You
no,
said it.
you laugh,
Okay.
you laugh
Just
your head off with that. To be
saying.
fair, for this week, we do well. I just want to say, I do apologise for last week's
Yes.
no podcast. This was due to a last minute decision. So unfortunately, that we would have had vet, if a retro vet.
Yeah.
But
My buddy
unfortunately,
Vet. He's been here
yeah.
before. Hi, Kaikura. Welcome to the
Hello.
channel. All the love to you. Thank you for being here with us and hanging out. We appreciate it.
So, well, like I said, guys, we was meant to have two streamers this evening, but unfortunately, they were unavailable, or due to personal reasons, they cannot be able to make it to this podcast. But no worry at all, because Trans, thank God, she's here and doing everything that I don't even do all the time. To be fair,
He's right. He's right. I handle a lot of shit around here.
yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that follow, Kaikura. All the love to you. I don't have my alerts working because, well, we're not streaming directly to my channel. We're streaming in a separate way that's going to both of our channels. So, but I did see the follow. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
So we've got the fantastic person who's been streaming for from what I can remember, quite a bit, and then still on and off with joining us in the podcast. But we finally got him in. He's really nervous. He's really nervous. So give him all the love, all
All
the
love.
the positivity as well, because we have to do
That's what we're
this.
all about here.
Yeah, we have to do this as well. So, can we introduce Rexy is live? He's live now on the podcast, but not live on his stream. Remember that
Hi,
as well.
buddy.
Hello.
How you doing, mate? You okay? All good?
Right. Yeah, I'm doing right.
Or poor Rexy was like, "I'm so nervous on the podcast. I've never done this
Like,
before."
no
I'm like,
reason to be nervous. We are very chill here. It is
so
super duper chill. Don't
yeah,
worry.
absolutely.
Yeah, we prioritize having fun and having a good time over anything else.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and it should be good stuff. Hi Kai, how you doing? Hope you came well. And a hug from Reese.
Aww.
So Reese, you've got Rexy, you've got Reese's hug.
Reese hug.
Yeah,
Yay.
Reese hike.
Hey,
Yeah,
Reese likes to give hugs out a lot.
Yeah, so
He
it's
gives all
all
the
good.
hugs.
So we, like I said, hopefully we'll try and get through all the articles and everything else as quickly as possible because of different time differences. Because Francis is like at 3 p.m. Central Eastern Time. Mine's like 9 p.m. UK time. But Rexy, I didn't realize until now, was 11 p.m. his time. So that's why we try and do it as quickly as possible.
We're gonna
as
try and blast through this,
blast through.
guys.
And Reese, I'm sorry, mate, but I've had to stop your hydrates kicking in because I've done what you did last time. I thought about it and I've done it like that.
He fixed it. He fixed it.
I fixed it. Cool down.
Mhm. Yep.
We've got our first hydrate. So for Rexy, if you got a drink by you, if not, don't worry about it. It was last minute. If any of us get a hydrate, we'll drink. How many hydrates? But I stopped Reese.
Because Reese, you spammed like I don't know what it was. Was it like 10 at one point last
10.
episode? It was
10.
crazy.
Yeah, it was
Poor Milk. I felt so bad for him. He was like trying to chug. I'm like, dude.
10 minutes. Yeah,
But
that's
I think
why.
mine's 5, but yeah,
Yeah,
mine
so
might be
that's
longer. I don't know. We'll see.
no, I put it.
Ty's
to 10
like,
minutes.
that's my bestie. Yay!
Oh, bless. But like I said, we won't go any longer because we want to make sure that Rexy is going to enjoy with the articles. Hopefully, we'll discuss as well and see how
Sorry
it
about the ads, Kai. We have to run them. So before we get started, I want to do my announcements as I usually do, real quick on my own channel, so that my viewers who are rewatching this will hear my announcements. So first off, I don't know if you saw it or not, we have a Patreon, a part of my support now. So if you'd like to be part of our Patreon, there are 2 tiers. There's a $2 tier, gives you VIP status in the chat as well as in the Discord. There is also a $5 tier where I post like videos over there that you have access to before I post them on YouTube. And there are also some videos that I cannot post on YouTube that go over there. So we have that as well. I have a partnership with W, by the way. So if you want to get energy, you just go to w.gg, check out their stuff. And I use the code TRANSNATION, all one word, for 10% off at checkout. We had the Bish Bash Bosh podcast Discord. So we actually have our own Discord now. I actually have a command for that. So we're going to pop that.
Oh,
You know what it's called? You know what my command is called, Malk?
BBB,
Or-
Triple B,
BBB Discord.
BBB Discord. Get in.
Yeah. So that's for that Discord. And I have my own Discord as well if you guys want to join that. It's usually really quiet, but you can pop in there. I post things all the time, updates and stuff. Also, I want to thank Benny D Creatives for following me 5 days ago, and 553-499-847-3754 for following me 4 days ago. That's a lot of numbers. And Kaikura for just following me today. So all love to all you guys for those follows. Thank you so much. I appreciate them all. And that's it for my announcements. That's not the fastest I've ever done announcements.
I have got. Could you repeat that chance? That's what Reese is saying.
553-499-847-3754. I'm reading it off.
Fair dues. Right, let's go straight into the PC console news. So just to recap, guys, if you're new to the podcast, this is what we do. We do the first. We normally have quite a few new segments. I couldn't get the words right. Sorry. we have a lot of segments. Normally we have the PC console news, which is anything that we've noticed during the week in computer games related, or anything that's nearish related to the computer games world. And then we got the segment 2, which is the main discussion topic. Hopefully, it's either related to one of the ones that we discussed or anything that's completely separate.
Honestly,
And,
Malk, I don't think our main discussion has ever been related to our news articles ever.
there was in the first
There was
series,
one.
though.
There was one.
There was this first series, if I remember it right. See, I always have to do this. It's part of the job as well, Trans.
Yeah.
It's part of the job. Not paid, but part of the
Hydrate
job.
from Reese on my channel.
Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Segment 3, which will be the interview with Rexy, normally interview with the streamer as well. So Rexy is absolutely, normally Rexy will be the interviewer, which will be answering questions from Trance this time.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Because Rexy is one of my old RP buddies. So
Yes. So, and then we got segment, well, the last one normally would be the Ask Us Anything pod. So basically, ask us any questions if you want anything that
within
you're not
reason.
within reason. Yeah, I was going to say within reason. I'm
We're gonna
surprised.
start putting that as a disclaimer from going forward now because we've had some crazy questions, man.
I do agree. I do agree with that, but sometimes it may go out of context. So I do apologise for that, Rexy, whatever happens.
Out of
It's when we
context.
really go off the rails, really.
But it's normally Reese that goes
Yeah.
normally anyway.
And Kaikura says, "You've got this, Rexy."
Oh, wicked. So, 3 articles, but Trance has twisted my arm because she wanted to do the first one first. So, I tell you what, Trance, I'll let you do
Okay.
that.
So, this is in relation to the article that we talked about a couple weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that, about the D&D OGL. And the reason why I'm doing this article, because my games, I actually have a D&D game that streams on Mondays. So it actually directly affects me as a creator and anybody who streams D&D on Twitch. So first things first, D&D abandoned the quest to update the OGL after there was a massive negative survey response. The information from this article comes from Dicebreaker, and I don't have notes for this one per se. I'm just going to kind of pull from here just so I can verify that my information is correct. So they decided that they were not going to change the OGL, which is the open gaming license for those who don't remember, where where home brewers can make their own content to go into the game with their own money making off of it. It was going to affect places like Pathfinder. It was going to affect homebrew like DM's Guild, where they have a lot of things they sell. That's their own stuff. But they use D&D mechanics to make homebrew supplements, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Wizards of the Coast announced on January 27th that they were going to not have any more arguments about it. They were going to change the OGL, and the entire system reference document, also known as an SRD 5.1, would be instead released under the Creative Commons license.
Oh, okay.
So they're allowing more information to be freely released to the public, since the fans were so up in arms about this.
Yeah.
The reason why this was a big issue is because it was an OGL leak, OGL 1.1, where they were saying they were going to charge companies that made more than $75,000 a royalties tax. And if there was homebrew information that they didn't go through with Wizards, they could be fined, as well as if they wanted to take that information, they could effectively put it into their system as their own. And the person who created it completely effectively got shut out of anything relating to the homebrew. But it was huge. But it was huge for a lot of people who were going to be affected, and it was big, big news.
Yeah.
The strong majority of respondents in their survey agreed to add SRD 5.1 into the Creative Commons. According to Brink, who was the D&D Beyond blogger, they only wanted more. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it where it's completely free for everybody. So if you want to publish third-party material using D&D's foundational rules, expressions, and mechanical framework, that's fine. They won't bother. They won't touch it. They're not changing it. And they have the new creative license, which will include the full system. They said that, Brink, who wrote the blog, said the Creative Commons license makes the content freely available for any use. We don't control that license and cannot alter or revoke it. It's open and irrevocable in a way that doesn't require you to take our word for it. And the openness means there's no need for a VTT policy, which I don't see a reference to what VTT is, but okay, sure. Place the SRD under Creative Commons license is a one-way door. There's no going back. So there was a lot of people who had the Open D&D movement, hashtag Open D&D, which was going everywhere, all over the place. To also, and there's other companies who are wanting to create their own OGL companies with their own creative license. Paizo decided they still were going to make their own license, so they were going to continue with that going forward.
Yeah.
And some companies even announced a coalition of dissent against Wizards of the Coast. So there's like no error. There's no margin for error on this. D&D Wizards of the Coast either does it right or they don't do it at all. Effectively, thank you, love. They concluded.
It's okay.
Brink concluded by saying, "Oh, thank you, baby." That the company's intent was always to protect the D&D play.
Yeah.
It's okay. Brink said concluded by the company's intent was always to protect the D&D play experience into the future, and some people were kind of dismissive about it, or apologies over the last few weeks. Kind of been up and down with what they've been saying, but they tried their best to get it sorted out, and they've come to an agreement where it seems like most people are really happy about it. I know that Jenny D, who is a D&D YouTuber, she said that we did this. Don't ever think that we don't have a voice, because we do. We made them do this, and that's what Wizards of the Coast is going forward with. So they will not be touching their open gaming license, and will instead be moving forward with a full creative. So that's a good thing for content creators.
That's good, but hopefully that will benefit a lot for the Dungeons and Dragons type. You know what I mean? And it's not going to affect anything else, to be fair. And you got your Transnation Cup as well, which I passed on to you, but you just totally ignored when I said yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a shameless plug, guys. Shameless plug. I got merch.
There you go. I've got my 7-Up. Yeah, that's my mug.
Thank you, love.
It's all right. It's all right, love. It's all right.
It tastes like coffee.
It's
peppermint.
See, I try. It doesn't work all the time, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts about that, Rexy? About the Dungeons and Dragons article
not really
itself?
A Dungeons and Dragons play, but I have seen things pop up on TikTok, and people were very much up in arms and things. So I know about it. I just haven't really been paying attention too much about it.
It was big news. It was huge. Yeah. Like, everybody was mad about it. Even some people who were just like casually into D&D were furious about the changes to the OGL.
I mean, I didn't see it as something fair if they've been doing how many years like it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so many companies make money off of it, and people were concerned that like companies like Critical Role, and they are a company now. It's not just a group now; they're actually a company. They made their own company around it. We're going to be affected, but most of their content is released in partnership with Wizards of the Coast. It's okay, Kaikur. You don't have to know everything about all the articles. It's perfectly okay. We like to pick up big news articles and share them with you guys for things that you may not know about and might be interested in. But yeah, so they were saying, Critical Role is going to have to pay up their royalties because they make so much money off of their merch. But a lot of what they do is in partnership with Wizards of the Coast, and if not with them, it's usually with WizKids. WizKids might have been affected because they do minis for D&D third party. I don't know if they're related strictly to Wizards of the Coast or not. But yeah. Reese says it's fine. I barely understand a word they say half the time. Yeah, sure.
Isn't that a ban? Isn't that a ban already for that?
No, we're good. We're good.
Are you sure? I'm tempted.
Fine. We're good.
Tempted.
No.
No means yes. Oh, remember that.
It's not opposite day, Milk.
Oh, come on. It's gonna be.
So the boyfriend told me this is peppermint mocha coffee.
Oh.
In other news, to be fair, with the
Trans has peppermint mocha coffee. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's the other news. It's
was
important
there
stuff, guys.
Was there any more from the Dungeons and Dragons article?
No,
Trans?
just celebration amongst the D&D community that we won. We're not going to be they're not going to punish graders. It's going to be great.
Oh, I
It's
know
gonna be
there
good
was
stuff.
something else.
Oh,
Sorry, out of random, weren't the people making dice affected? And I think that's what I was seeing.
Dice
Was the
makers were
people
going to be
making
affected
dice-
because
Hmm.
they have polyhedral dice sets, which are used in D&D. They would have been affected as well. Paizo,
that's
who's
where I was seeing it.
Pathfinder's company, would have been affected because their system is very similar to D&D, and it was using open gaming license, which is why they said they were going to make their own. They still stuck with that. They're still saying they were going to make their own. Kobold Press is staying with the D&D release. That was a question. It was up in the air what they were doing. They do a lot of D&D releases as well. They were staying with it with the OGL change. They're going to stick with Wizards of the Coast with that. But so a lot of companies were going to be affected. It was going to create a massive shockwave, I guess, across the TTRPG companies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just have to wait and see how everything plans out.
I'm just thankful that they dropped the idea and they was like, we're gonna open it up. People, we're gonna open it up. Everybody's happy.
Basically, try and see what reaction everyone's going to be when they hear the news, and then explode and like, well, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, you know what I mean? And then they back off. Like that's it. There you go, all sorted. To be fair,
Kakura goes English McTavish. And
McTavish
Reese sends hearts.
saying hearts. He's trying to get out of it because he's just done another Reese moment. Hydrate.
Another hydrate.
Yeah.
I just had a coffee. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee from that hydrate. It's not hydrating, but we'll work with it.
This is not the Bish Bash Bash podcast anymore. This is the peppermint tea podcast to find out how much to be fair. So
peppermint mocha coffee milk. I mean, I like peppermint tea. Don't get me wrong. I love peppermint tea with honey. That's amazing.
Okay, I reiterate that the peppermint mocha coffee podcast.
Right. Get it right.
Yeah. Yes. There you go. Reese has got it spot on. To be fair. Okay. So let's go straight into the other two because we don't want to keep Rexy too late, as we say.
Not tonight.
No, hopefully not tonight.
Maybe in the future, if we get you back, buddy, we'll try and do it a little earlier. But today was not that day.
Yeah. So we got another article, and we got the fantastic usual trans PC gamer. So thank you to them as usual. We got the Twitch. It says here Twitch finally plans to make pre-roll ads tolerable this year. Oh my god! Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Twitch plans to look into the ease with which you can find a streamer you like without having to sift through a pre-roll ads. An open letter was released in which Chief Product Officer Tom Varelli, it's like Tom Fassetti, you know, like on GTA, sounds of it. And Chief Monetization, I didn't realise if it was him, fair play. If not, sorry about that, mate. Chief Monetization Officer Mike Minton discusses Twitch's outlook for 2023. And mention all the changes and the features the company plans to introduce. Currently, pre-roll ads can be an instant deterrent of viewers to foreign streamers they like, unless the streamer runs a 90-second ad, which allows for 30 minutes of disabled pre-roll ads. Twitch plans to revamp the requirements sometime in the first half of the year, simplifying so that if you run 3 minutes of ads per hour, pre-rolls can be disabled. The requirement will be the same, but it will be easier to manage on the streamer's side. So that's good, to be fair. And may allow for fewer pre-rolls in general. If a viewer does get pre-roll ads, Twitch plans to use its picture-in-picture feature. Oh, okay. To allow new viewers to see what is going on in the stream while they wait out the ads.
I've gotten that a couple times already on some of the messages that I do.
I've not, to be honest, I haven't been on Twitch for a while, so I've not seen it yet from that perspective. So we have to wait and see how everything plans out. Do apologise, didn't mean to burp during that time. So viewers will also soon get a warning when mid-roll ads are about to run, and will get the ability to snooze them. You snooze, you lose. That's my old motto. Presumably allowing them to play later. Twitch also said it wishes to make its Twitch Turbo service $8.99 per month, or I think it's about 10 quid a month UK prices, but with the benefit of no ads, better and more relevant for our community. This is only the start of ways that Twitch wishes to make browsing and finding streams easier in 2023. Twitch Turbo, Twitch Turbo service. I do apologize if I didn't hear that properly. Twitch Turbo service.
Kaikura, no, that's not the subs. Subs are a different thing. This is a like Twitch service that if you're no matter who you're watching, no matter if you're subbed to them or not, you get no ads. But they want to reorganize it where it's better for the community and there's more options for it.
Did you say Reese? Yeah. It's right. Reese is right.
And Reese says, "Oh my God, they're actually doing something good for once." And Kai goes, "Yeah, the ads have been wonky recently, especially when they introduced 3-minute per hour pay thing." That's very true. They've already kind of started doing that with some people. I don't think I've hit that yet. I get the pre-roll disable at times, but it's still kind of. I have mine set up to an actual like schedule for pre-roll. So
yeah. Sorry,
why
mate.
is the turbo thing right? What did the streamers get from turbo being there?
It's more for a viewer situation where they can pay $9 a month, but right now the only benefit that's really useful for the user, and it's for streamers or like viewers. Yeah. And the only useful thing of it is no ads, but people can sub to a location and get no ads for $5, so they save $4. However, they want to change it where there's more benefits to it, where people are more apt to want to go with Twitch Turbo, where they have more perks and stuff.
Yeah. And there's a lot more to the article. There's quite a bit left of the article. This is the start of the ways that Twitch wishes to make browsing and finding streams easy in 2023. Twitch tags will be getting their own URLs on top of the existing front page, so you can find topics you like. And mobile users will be able to scroll through stream clips in a feature that sounds similar to TikTok. Should be Twitch Talk. There you go. Twitch Talk. I've invented it. That come on.
It's yours. It's yours. We have video proof that you created this first.
If it did exist, I do apologize, but tough shit, basically. Streamers will be able to pin up to 20 clips to their channel page, and tools will be available to edit them for the publication on social media. Streamers will also have the ability to send videos and clips to followers and subs, similar to YouTube's community posts. A creator home, in speech marks for anyone that's listening on the audio, feature will search analytics for tags and the best time of day to stream specific categories and games. Lastly, Twitch will force a 50-50 revenue split on everyone on the platform in a few months, completely going away with the 70-30 split that was grandfathered in for bigger streamers as the platform grew and changed. This has led to some of the bigger streamers taking deals to stream elsewhere, but for smaller streamers that keep the platform alive, this will change nothing.
Yep. So those big streamers like Ninja and all of them who are grandfathered in, a lot of them had 70-30 splits, which gives them more revenue. But they're going to force everybody to go to the 50-50 split, which the smaller streamers have. So.
Well, to me, it's benefit for the smaller streamers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough shit on the bigger streamers, but doesn't anyone want to be equality with try and be as try and get to the top one day? Do you know what I mean? As well, and it's just not fair for the revenue itself. But I'm quite happy that they've got the option to do the ad. The biggest streamers had 70-30 split.
Some of the ones that were grandfathered in with the start of the platform, people who have been with the platform for a very, very long time and have grown and changed over the platform, they grandfathered them in a 70-30 split. As the change happened and new streamers came about, they got the 50-50 split. But the older streamers that were big had a 70-30. So
basically, until you're a big streamer, there was no way you're gonna get the revenue to be equal with you. So basically, it's all shit on that side. I'm kind of glad they're doing 50-50. That's spot on. That's what I'm
Yes.
happy with. Um, the ads, that will be on the Twitch. I think that's quite good how they've given you the option to do that.
Yep.
But I'm kind of worried about this Twitch Turbo service personally, because you're paying, say, I paid you, Trans, for a sub. That's $5 or maybe more. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't know how much it is now for the Twitch subscription, but
Mm.
I'm paying you that. Plus, I'm paying an extra $9 or 10 quid on top of what you do per month
Hmm.
as well. I don't know whether it's for that channel or it's going to be for the whole Twitch
From
service.
my understanding of the article, sorry guys, I'm not trying to get away from my mic, but I have to change out my batteries. They're dead. From my understanding of the article, Twitch Turbo, the only appeal of Twitch Turbo was the no ads, but subs don't get ads, so you don't really need to go Twitch Turbo as a viewer if you're going to sub to a channel, and you can just pay $5 to whatever channels you want to pay to and
Yeah,
get no ads. Twitch Turbo is for no ads, like completely, for no matter what channel you're watching, you get no ads at all. However, that's the only thing that people were going to it for. But if you're going to sub to a channel, you're going to save extra money, and you can choose which channels you want to sub to and get ads on the rest of those channels. But they're wanting to make it where there's more benefits, so people are more apt to want to do it. And they may change how the subs work when that happens. We'll see what the adjustments are. But since they want to make it where there's more benefits for the community, for those casual viewers who don't really want to sub, they just want to pay Twitch for the money, and that way they don't have to worry about the ads no matter what. They can get
yeah.
other benefits for going to Herbo. It's kind of like Discord Nitro.
Well,
Like
yeah.
I mean, most people don't go Nitro because it's for like when you have a lot of channels, or
And
you
yeah,
you know you want to get extra emotes. That's the only real benefits to Nitro, really. And they started
I
adding extra bonuses to Nitro for
yeah.
viewers to want to go to Nitro.
My only worry now is because this is now a thing coming out. I don't know if you've heard, but Discord Nitro had like some um, some accounts where they think you've got free unlimited access or like a free
Mm,
month or something, and then you get hacked.
really?
Yeah, so that I've seen it a couple of times on many Discords that I've been on, but I'm worried like Twitch is going to be someone's going to email saying, "Well, would you like Twitch Turbo for free for a month?" I'm like, "Okay, click on it. You're going to get hacked. That's what's going to
Yeah.
happen. That's what's going to affect everything else." I don't want it to see it to happen, but from that perspective, I just hope that from Twitch's point of view, it's benefit. But as what Kai says,
Mhm.
um, I don't want to be forced
Yeah, I
to.
don't I don't think they would ever actually completely force you. It just might become a freemium thing
Yeah,
where where you get a lot of benefits for being a Twitch Turbo member, but you know, then if you're doing Amazon, you're doing Amazon Gaming and you're doing Twitch Turbo and a bunch of other things, and you got so many charges already each month, and you're subbing to channels. But we'll see what they do with it. That's my thing. It's kind of like right now it's kind of sorry, right now it's kind of like that point where it's like, okay, they want to make these changes, but let's see what changes they make and
yeah.
how they implement them. And if they make good changes, people might go to Twitch Turbo, but I don't think they would ever force anybody to completely go to Twitch Turbo unless you have a different opinion on this, Rexy. What do you think?
I'm not too sure. It sounds like it's just another way for them to funnel money into Twitch, which I mean I also stream on Twitch itself, so it's kind of like backpedaling on my own benefit, but in the same
Yeah.
breath, I'm like, it sounds not good. It doesn't sound good. The way that
No.
it's coming across, especially in the article, it
It
sounds like it's deterring more money away from the streamers that
Yeah.
would be using it as a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do agree with that because it's just not beneficial for everyone, and it's just absolutely mad, to be fair, and it's just unfair for anyone that just wants to do the Twitch and just
Mm-hmm.
become
Yeah.
a good streamer, whether
Yeah.
you're not one of the best known or like one of the known ones. Everyone should know that you have to be equal,
Mm-hmm.
and I
I
still
like the
believe that.
force 50-50. That's a really good thing that they're doing
Well,
to make
well,
everybody
yeah,
on the same playing field. I like that.
it was pretty good.
Kai says for as large of a company, they seem to be digging for cash in a way. Yeah, and I think Amazon also. I think I saw an article. This is not related to gaming, but Amazon reported its first year of losses in
Yeah,
its run. It had its first year of losses last year, the fiscal year. So they could just be coming into the place where inflation's happening and they're trying to find. But I mean, well, I want to see what they do with Twitch Turbo, because if they make it, worth it, then maybe that would be good. Or if they bring the price down and give you a couple extra benefits, maybe that'll be good. Or if they just keep it as it is and just make it where you're the casual viewer and you don't want to you can't sub to anybody, but you want to do Twitch Turbo, you can. I don't like the fact that it'll probably go straight to the company and not to the streamer, but I want to see. Right now for me it's kind of like in the middle, like it could go either way in my opinion, and we'll see how they plan on doing it. Thank you, love.
yeah, yeah. No worries, trans. To be fair,
Okay.
uh,
Dinner.
see, it's magical. Don't need to do any cooking. It just goes through,
Mhm.
and she just likes it.
I
Just
have a
like-
magical boyfriend. That's what it is.
I am not commenting in any way possible. To be fair, but yeah, I mean the also benefits that I'm liking to see is the ability to do their own the ability to send videos to other followers and subs, and
Mhm.
also to do like Twitch Talk. I'm calling it now. So I'm calling it Twitch Talk instead of TikTok now because I've called that.
Kai goes,
Uh,
Ayo?
uh, Ayo, Ayo, yeah. But
Was
yeah,
it about my dinner or what was that about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, it always comes back to food at some point on the stream. For those who have been here long enough, Reese,
It's the food chat. Oh, we were talking about the food chat.
Mhm.
What was that? What was that, Rexy? Sorry.
If we're gonna talk about food, I had tater tots for the first time.
Oh, you did?
Amazing
Oh, Kai
tater
goes, the
tots.
magical boyfriend. Oh. That's not how I meant it, guys. That was not the
You
intention.
do realise you're getting caught out
I
now.
know. I put myself in that position. I know that. I understand this.
It's like last season as well.
So,
It's like last season as well, Trans.
he says the magic comes from the kilt. This is the banter you miss, Malk.
Oh God.
Malk keeps
Oh,
telling me to get him on here again. He misses these
Oh.
conversations.
yeah, too right.
I go, sir.
I am sure.
How were your tater tots? I'm sorry. Let's go back to tater tots.
Oh, I
It's
had to
done
make
by the
it, like,
quilt,
3 times?
isn't it? Or the kilt.
3
whatever it
times?
was. 3
Yeah,
times.
because I mean, the first time it was too squishy just to try and get the recipe right, but then the last time it
Mhm.
was like near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Awesome. Tater tots are amazing. They're so good.
And they're actually really easy to make.
Oh yeah. Crazy easy.
Fair dues. Wonderful, Joseph. Wonderful. Right, so the third and last article of the PC console news that we have seen. It's an article that comes from GameSpot.com. Microsoft confirms Xbox showcase this summer in LA, but doesn't mention A3. E3. I was going to say A3. Never heard of A3 before.
A3.
Yeah, it's E3.
Okay.
I don't know where. It's the new format now. It's called the new format. Wait, real question?
If
Um,
E3 E3 was a tabletop game.
Was it a tabletop
If E3 was a tabletop game, A3.
game? Oh, okay.
Oh no way. That got me out. That got me out of the shit. Thank you so much for that, Rexy. That, to be fair, that got me out of the
I
shit
love
with
it.
that. Yeah, that'll be clipped and mentioned about in the near future.
Totally clip it.
So yeah, just a reminder: Microsoft confirms Xbox Showcase this summer in LA, but doesn't mention E3. Microsoft has confirmed after the Xbox Developer Direct event this week that it will have multiple upcoming showcases in the future, including the Starfield Deep Dive in Space Marks presentation and an upcoming event in LA this summer. Starfield was not included in the Developer Direct, with Microsoft saying they wish to, in quotes, dedicate the proper amount of time, end of quote, to it. On the LA showcase, Microsoft said, our teams are working hard and look forward to sharing even more of what is next for our fans when we return to Los Angeles for our yearly showcase this summer. E3 was not mentioned by name, but knowing that the event is coming back this year and knowing that Microsoft usually hosts it, it is assumed that this is the LA event that Microsoft is referencing. Though though nothing is confirmed as of yet. Sorry, Trans, you probably shoot me after this. The Starfield event is presumably happening before the summer showcase, but we do not know this for sure. The release of Starfield is currently slated for May the 2nd, so not long to go, about another 3 months away. E3 is currently scheduled for June 13th to 16th. I don't know why I said 36. June 13th to 16th, under the management of Reed Pop, which organises PAX and the Star Wars celebration, among other events. At the Xbox Developer Direct event, news of the release dates for Redfall and Minecraft Legends was given, along with new footage and details about the next Forza game. That'll be good. Seemingly out of nowhere, Tango Gameworks also announced Hi-Fi Rush, which is a rhythm action game that was released on January the 25th on Game Pass and PC. That was out already now, I'm guessing, to be fair. So
catch up with our chat while you've been saying that. Kai goes, I think they did better than E3 at TGA, the Game Awards. And Death Stranding 2 trailer. Now you're making me do it. Literally made me cry happy tears. It's your fault, Malk. You did this.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Kai also goes, PAX. I really wish I could attend a PAX. So do I. I'm with you on that, Kai. Seriously.
So let's put the pressure on Rexy. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts of Microsoft of the showcase this summer in Los Angeles, but not mentioned about E3?
I mean, I've not really been one for the conventions and stuff. They're kind of like, to me, like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I can't physically go to these sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this also always funny. I sit and watch the compilations afterwards because you know it's going to happen. But E3, what is it, June you said it's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's far still. I can't even think about what's happening in March.
That's event planning for you, man.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everything sorted.
That game actually looks pretty cool. If you look at footage of it, the one you're saying about Hi-Fi Rush or something, I think it was called.
Yeah, it's called Hi-Fi Rush.
That was at the Dev Direct, I think.
Yeah,
that they did that one.
Seemingly out of nowhere, it says Tango Gameworks. No wonder Tango. It's like dance move, Hi-Fi Rush. It matches together. That's why they did it that way. So maybe they did it by accident, like Tango Dance. I don't know, but Anywho, it's a rhythm action game that was released a couple of days ago. About 10 days ago, I think.
Yeah, give or
to be
take.
fair.
It's actually
Yeah.
really not long ago at all.
No.
Well, it's still
So
really new.
I thought it was like more than 2 weeks ago that it came out. Like,
we'll be so as soon as we finish, I'll try and check out that Hi-Fi Rush, see if it's
I'll
worth
have
it
to as
or
well.
not. Just to see
It's
if
on
it is
Game
worth
Pass,
it.
so I could always get it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Kai says
So,
E3 hasn't felt like a predominant figure in a while now.
what since COVID, or was that before COVID though?
Well, I mean, we did the cover on E3. Was it last year
Yes.
or the year before? I remember.
Well, it was one of the years where
I think
there
it was our
different
first season
Yeah, before
because it was
okay.
when Elden Ring was announced.
Yes, yeah.
So I think it was 2 years ago. We did coverage on that for one of our episodes, and there was a lot of awesome games that I was super stoked about.
Yeah. There's loads.
Excuse me.
There was loads to talk about, but poor Trans had to try and get all the games that
I
that was there,
know.
and
We had a whole nother plan too for that episode, and then I'm like, E3 just happened.
Yeah,
I had to change everything.
that was her reaction, Rex.
That was my reaction.
That was her reaction.
That is actual footage.
Oh, class. But yeah, what if you got any other discussions about the Microsoft in LA moments, or are you okay with that, guys?
I think it's fair to, I guess, at least, I won't say assume, but at least extrapolate that when they say their yearly showcase in LA.
In speech marks as well.
Yearly showcase. So I think they're trying to hype up that they're doing a yearly showcase. But I think most people are like, you're probably talking about E3. Since they host it anyway, you know? They may just be trying to not say it. Just like, ooh, is it E3? Is it a different showcase? What are we doing? Like, you're not fooling anybody. Come on. Can we just be honest? You're not fooling anybody.
Reese is
You're
like,
a yearly showcase, bro.
Reese is already at that moment now. Just get their shit sorted. Absolutely. Absolutely. As well.
Sort your shit.
Not you, Rexy. Don't worry. You're joining us for the podcast.
You're good. You're good, Rexy.
I need to sort my shit out too.
But... in other news, we got one more hydrate from Reese that he's trying to get through every 10 minutes. Poor bugger.
Oh, poor Reese. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. I should have done this a few weeks ago.
I told you should have. I'm like, you didn't limit your hydrates again? What the heck?
Forgot.
Dude?
Just don't forget. We had a break. We had a break for the podcast, didn't we?
We were on a break.
Yeah. almost through a whole 1.5 liters.
Are you doing the play along at home game, Kai?
Law.
At home.
Mountain Dew.
I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that.
So that was the PC console news that we have talked about from the segment one. No, I'm just dehydrated. No worries, Kai. No worries. I want Mitten Dew. Mitten Dew.
What?
It's the short version. Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It's the short version. Mitten Dew.
I mean, we do it too, but we shorthand. It's a shorthand thing.
No, that's literally what is printed on the can.
Oh, it is? Oh
I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Short version, yeah.
I mean, we shorthand it like that, but like,
so
it's not
you're
on the
in
can
trouble
like
now.
that.
You're in
What
trouble
did I
now.
do? I didn't do nothing.
I did not know that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That mountain. It was in mad seas.
Hydrate from on my end too, as well.
More hydrates. There we go.
Reese is just bouncing back and forth between the channels. That's what he's doing.
He's trying to do it. He's trying to be cool. And
he's trying to find a loophole around the 10-minute wait.
He's trying to be cool, but not be the fool, and don't be a tool as well with the hydrates.
Oh, listen to you, Malk.
You love the poetry.
Didn't even know it.
Yeah, I meant that. Anywho, main discussion topic. So straight in there. So this is a segment which normally either relates to one of the articles that we talked about, or it could be a totally different thing, which Trans already mentioned. It is a totally different thing every single time since season one. since season 1, we never done linked to it anyway.
And
So,
why not? Why shouldn't it be a totally different thing? It's its own segment, damn it.
Why? Main
Reset a
discussion.
degree. When is it ever related?
Since season 1 did it.
We had one where we had the E3 episode where we talked about E3 stuff.
Yeah, and more on season 1. I'm going. Either people like it or not. Tough shit with that. So here we go.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's an article from the main, from the Guardian newspaper. So
thought you'd like that.
yeah, the Guardian newspaper. I'm surprised at this. To be fair, main discussion is all the open worlds a stage. How the video game Fallout became a backdrop for live Shakespeare shows. So that's pretty much the basic that I've got on notes, but I've got the questions like.
These are just possible reference questions, Malk. You don't have to read them rote for rote.
Okay. Cool concept.
So the concept. So we're gonna start out with that. So the main discussion. I came across a really cool article where this group of people are doing Shakespeare shows in Fallout 76.
Yeah.
They said that's a really nice it seems to lend itself very well to Shakespeare, and they can adjust it, and since it's an MMO, they have enough people that would come and watch their shows. So they were talking about everything in there. But I wanted to discuss this because I thought it was kind of an interesting thing. I don't come across these things very often, and I thought that we could talk about it and see how we felt about it.
So I mean, I'm glad that the shows have used from the game's concepts. Hopefully, we'll give like loads of backdrops. I thought they were going to do the green screen moments of like different aspects. Can you imagine that? The green screen behind.
They used the landscape.
No. Can you imagine that they did the actual green screen behind, and then they actually did, and then people like,
how would they make that happen in '76? I'm curious.
Paints.
Video editing. Cut in this. Completely cut the character out of the whole setting.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh my god, that was just out of the blue.
If Shakespeare was post-apocalyptic, is kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
But I guess that kind of works. I guess maybe. I don't know. Does it work? That's how we're discussing it. Because
I don't know. I'm sorry. Just one sec.
You've broken Malk, Rexy.
Yeah.
You did something that very few people can do. You broke Malk.
Oh, I'm crying. I'm actually crying. I'm like, fair freaking play, Rexy. Don't ever do that again. I'm watching you now. And then, that's just out of the blue. That was just. I'm shutting up now. I'm just enjoying this. No.
Mount.exe has crashed. You're right, Reese.
It has. It has.
My terms are that Mount.exe has stopped working. So Kai goes to know, as someone who plays the game, you can put props down. So trees and cat landscape things too.
Oh really?
That's what Kai said. Yeah.
Okay. I mean I mean, have you guys ever played Fallout 76 or Fallout series in the past?
I have not played 76, but I am familiar with the series.
Okay. How about you, Rexy?
I played 4 and 3, 4, and I have played 76 a little bit. But with 76, you can pretty much build like a camp, and you can move that camp around.
Yeah.
So they're probably making a set on that camp and packing it up and moving it somewhere else on the map.
That's true.
Okay.
To have a different area. And I like the idea that other people can come into the same world and be the audience.
Yeah. I think what's good about it is, and this is what shocked me with Fallout 76. I know we're going slightly a little bit off topic, even though it is kind of related to the Fallout series. But 76 was everyone rated as was the worst game, which I was very surprised. To be fair, because I don't know if it's because of the bugs or
It was
anything.
it was, I think, the
Oh,
launch was
really?
rocky or something.
I
could be very
think
wrong.
I think our friend Day Senpai, aka Tyler, said that he loved the game, and it's just because that they didn't actually. It wasn't what they expected it to be. It's more of a survival type thing than it is, Fallout. It's not Fallout. It's like an MMO survival thing.
Yeah,
So, and people didn't like that because they wanted Fallout MMO, which is not what it is. I mean,
fair enough.
that's the drop of that's the world, of course, but it's not like that's not what it actually is. There's more to it than just killing radiated creatures. You got to build stuff and be resourceful and all that stuff. So it's
Yeah,
Pretty
actual,
much multiplayer's Fallout 4 from what I've
yeah.
played.
I think.
But he mentioned that too.
Yeah, I think it was just different games where different aspects as well. Kai says in the beginning the game had nothing to it, no NPCs, just open barren, nothing until they added quests. NPCs dropped the graphics, etc. Oh, okay. It was just from the Fallout series. I thought. I mean, I loved. I don't know why, but I loved that Fallout New Vegas. Was it
A lot of
Vegas?
people like New
Yeah.
Vegas.
That was good. That was really good how they done that. And then they did Fallout 4 after, but
Yeah.
then that 76 as well. I it was a shame. Like people hated it. Like you said, it was not the same Fallout
Yeah.
Oh,
theme.
it's much better now. They've cleaned it up.
Kai
Yeah,
also says the player base is oddly really nice. So
yeah,
it's a very nice player base in general, not toxic, which is really good because a lot of some even other MMOs like WoW, they get toxic sometimes. So it's really nice to know there's a nice community MMO out there somewhere.
yeah. And you don't want to go to the community and like shit bags everywhere. To be fair, and you just don't want anything to be going through and all the other shit really. But what can you
And it's
do?
not the first MMO to cross ideas. Like in Second Life, when I played Second Life, my character was a singer. I actually had a job. I also did dancing. That was also a job that I had. And you had to actually like plan all that stuff out. And I'm assuming
Yeah,
it's very similar for them. So I figured that, we talk about this because this is kind of a cool concept, and I've kind of played games where these type of crossovers have happened, like like at Second Life, and even WoW. You had like you could RP out like you worked at a bar in the WoW RP servers. You could actually role play out things for other people to interact with, and it's kind of cool that they're doing this with Shakespeare. In my opinion, at least.
yeah. I think it just brings a different aspect,
Mhm.
different environment. Like, I don't think they would expect to have a Mario behind the scenes, like blocks.
Hey,
Uh, it's a me, Mario. Where's the pizza?
that was terrible, Malk.
Oh, don't.
I love you to death, Malk, but that was a terrible, I guess, impression.
Oh,
Is the
you
best way
do
to put
it.
it.
You do it. You do it.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm not gonna be
No,
able to do
no,
it.
no, no. If I had to do it, you do it.
It's me, Mario. That's the best I got.
All right,
That's all I
love
got.
you to
That's
bits.
horrible.
I love you to bits.
That was terrible.
Oh, that was terrible.
Thank you. I can admit that it's bad. Okay, it's all
Yeah.
right. I'm okay with this. Impressions are not my
Re-
strong suit, dude.
Rex is thinking, oh shit, this is
Reese
not
says
what
I was
am
better.
Yeah.
Guys, says you have your
bullshit.
high level
I'm
assholes, but for the most part, I've come across very friendly folks. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because so many communities like that get really toxic and icky. You know what I mean? Especially when there's factions involved, they get tryhards.
Yeah.
Mainly because I didn't hear Malks. That's what Reese said.
Rolling eyes moments. Nah, I knew that was going to happen. To be fair,
Reese likes me better.
yeah. Favoritism. Sorry.
I'm Reese's favorite. That's what it is.
Sorry, I just had a bit of a cough. Favoritism on there.
Welcome to the podcast, Rexy.
I didn't hear Malks. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Do it again.
Do you want to do it again? You want to do it
Do
again?
your terrible
Okay.
impression again, Mel.
Will you stop saying terrible impression?
Go ahead, buddy. I'll support you. Go for it. You do your impression. Go.
It's a me, Mario.
I'm waiting for wahoo!
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
Thanks,
a Luigi, number one. I'm a Luigi, number one. Yeah, tries to spell a lot. Oi, Reese! How dare you, cheeky shit. To be fair. Right. Anywho, back to the Fallout discussion itself. Yeah, personally, I like the backgrounds, like bringing the games into aspects for the Shakespeare itself.
Kai
I
gave
mean-
you a round of applause. There you go.
Oh, thanks, Kai.
Reese
Thanks,
did
Kai.
too.
To get out of it, get out of jail free card. He can bugger off for now. Try to do the highlights itself. Yeah, but what I was saying is like with the Shakespeare, it's like the different aspects of different layouts and different. I think it's good that games are getting more noted now.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like the games that we have seen now, like have you seen The Last of Us? Have you played The Last of Us?
I have not
Well-
played The Last of Us because that last article that we had kind of ticked me off. We got to hydrate from Reese.
Oh, yeah. So we've got another hydrate from Reese as well.
I tried to cover up the cover. It didn't really work that well. Daddy Joel? Am I missing something here?
Daddy Joel.
Daddy Joel.
It's and one.
And you
on
got
that.
one too, Malk.
Yeah, I did. I did too.
Okay. Well, I didn't do two. I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought you looked at the channels.
I'm looking at my channel, not yours.
Oh,
You can control your channel. I've got mine.
I am fine. I am fine.
Oh, it's
Perfectly
a
fine.
Last of Us thing, Kai says.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
was it 2 weeks ago, right? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2
we
weeks
did
ago,
an article on the fact that the show, The Last of Us HBO adaptation, is like the guy who was the game lead on that game is getting no credit, nothing off of the adaptation. They're only giving credit to the dude who did creative design.
Wow.
That was
Yeah.
it. That and his relationship with the companies with Naughty Dog is a little strained. It's in the article, which might be why. But they're not even giving him like a credit for creating the game and the concept of the world. He's not
Yeah.
getting anything out of it. Nothing.
Yeah, I remember that because it was just unfair to them.
Yeah, very,
though-
very unfair.
But anywho, that's what happened on that time, and it's just not. That's how we see different things. But
Guys, I'm enjoying the show.
you're enjoying
So
the
Pedro
show.
Pascal is what? Is what, Kai? Is
It's
what?
Kitty. Cat.
Is Kitty?
It's cat. Ooh. Oh no! I can't believe I said that on there.
I want to buy a second game, but my heart cannot. That sounded so poetic, Kai. I love it. I know I'm sad for you, but it sounded poetic the way you put it. It was great.
Kai's
It was
trying to
amazing.
do the Shakespearean version. Like,
Yes.
I want to
yes.
buy the second game, but my heart cannot. There.
That was actually not bad. I was trying to make sure that the syllables are properly announced, but I think
No,
it
no.
was.
I was trying to do it in a Shakespearean, like
I
in a
want
play.
to buy the second game, but my heart cannot.
Yeah, that was what. Were you, Reese? You're banned. I'm just gonna ban you now.
He's in my
Just for-
channel. He's not in yours.
It will be banned on my channel in a minute. Cheeky shit. Yeah,
He's like, I'm
he's try-
safe. I'm over here in Terence's chat. I'm good.
Bonk.
Bonk. I love it.
Yeah,
So, but I mean, I love the fact that they're bringing Shakespeare also to new gamers, to like people who
yeah,
like even a younger audience, maybe,
Yeah.
or people who studied it in high school who may have loved it and really get a chance to experience it in the world. And I think it's kind of cool if they would do if they would tend to, maybe adjust it to a
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic situation. I'm trying to ignore it. I really am. I love you, buddy, but not like that, okay?
I didn't mean it. It just happened. Sorry.
Kai, I think you were the instigator on that one. But I love the fact that they're doing that. And and being the fact that I'm kind of looking at our possible references questions. It is a question. Is that a cool concept or not? Is that something that we think is really cool? I personally think it's really cool. That's just me.
I just love that. For me personally, the games are getting more recognized now and put it into like plays, like to the open world. I know we play games and everyone like, oh, you play games like for 24/7 all the time, but it's not. It's just the story modes, or like imagine having the Uncharted background in a play as well.
That'd be cool.
That would be epic. Kai says, I think it's cool. Definitely not my cup of tea, or the peppermint mocha coffee in Trans's terms. But I'd like to see it happening for sure.
He has peppermint tea too. He said he had peppermint tea.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I like peppermint tea.
But yeah, personally, I think it's just more just getting recognised more.
I feel like this peppermint tea needed marshmallows. I don't know why. Peppermint cocoa. Sorry, peppermint mocha coffee. I feel like it needed marshmallows. I don't know why I feel like it needed marshmallows, but I feel like it did. I think
Rexy,
everything
I
needs
am
marshmallows.
so sorry. She's perked up.
Kai goes, yes!
I need marshmallows.
Marshmallows are amazing. Okay.
I love having Milo with my coffee. You got Milo over there. I'm not sure if that's something you get.
Milo?
Milo. It's like a malt kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we do.
I know Australians have it.
Yeah.
I don't think we do. I mean, we might be able to get it at a world market or something, but we don't have it like in the regular.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's something like, it's almost like chocolatey milk.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
But I add that with coffee sometimes, and that's my little treat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Trans because it's like, oh, it's like the Homer Simpson with the donuts. Oh, yes.
Hey, I like chocolate malt. Like, I love Whoppers. Not gonna lie,
really?
Whoppers are awesome.
Fair enough.
Oh, we
welcome back, Kai.
Whopper in the chat, and then also we're talking about Whoppers.
Whopper?
We had Whooper in the chat, did we?
We had a Whopper? Whopper, you say? Yeah, Whopper.
I didn't know we had a Whooper.
You not heard the song?
No.
Somebody took an ad from Burger King's Whoppers and stuff and remixed it with the tune and backing of Daft Punk's Around the World. And it's freaking banger.
I need to hear this now.
Yeah, can you start it up? Can you top it with a Whopper?
I need the word. It's like Whopper.
You know what? I think this is not the game podcast anymore. Now this is the Whopper podcast. Now
we gotta see, guys. I got you. 1 second. We don't want a copyright strike, but that sounds cool. I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this, dude. It's like serious stuff.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
But yes, 100%, Kyle. You are right. Marshmallows are the best topper for almost anything.
Marshmallows are the best topper, but not with a Whopper as well.
I mean, you can maybe make it work. I don't know.
It'd
be kind of weird, but you might be able to make it work.
Whopper.
I'm sure there's stranger combinations.
Is it that one? Whopper.
Or are we talking about putting a Whopper on top of a cup of coffee? What?
No, marshmallows on a Whopper.
Anyway, this is
marshmallows on a Whopper. Thanks, Kai. It's in my chat.
I would Trans, I need to speak to you about this after the podcast. Do not put marshmallows on a Whopper burger ever
I didn't say
again.
I would do it. I said
no.
that it could possibly be done. I didn't say that it was something I would do.
But
it doesn't go on top of the burger. It goes in the burger.
In the burger.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, like, almost like where the cheese would go. Like, put the marshmallows in there, and it melts a little bit and gets all over the place.
Are we just making a cheeseburger small?
Yeah.
Yes, we do remember this was a gaming podcast, Reese. But it always comes back to food. You know this by now. You've been here long enough.
Yeah.
You know this, buddy.
Well, yeah. So we're going to talk about this is going to be called the Whopper podcast with Rexy talking
the gaming
about
no food podcast.
The gaming food.
The gaming
podcast.
no food episode.
No food episode. Yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah.
Berber s'more. Like a what are you
Team
saying?
Berber s'more.
Cheeseburger small.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay.
Burger.
Okay. Burger. Bubba. Like,
this is how it always is, Kai. We get so sidetracked on things, we just start talking about other things, and then we have to like reel it back in. But okay, we gotta get back to what we're talking about, guys. Otherwise, it'd just be a just chatting episode. We might just need to do just chatting, not talking.
I just can't think. I've never had. I will be honest. I've never had marshmallow in a Whopper burger.
I just said that. I said it could possibly happen. I didn't say I personally would do it.
Me. I'm just saying me. I've never had. I've never heard or have one before. Now I'm tempted.
I don't know if you guys are here or not. Hang on one second.
Now I'm tempted. Whopper. Junior double triple Whopper. Flame grilled cheese taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup.
That's amazing.
It's okay if I don't want that. Impossible Bow Wow. Bacon Whopper. Any Whopper, my way. You rule. You'll season the day. At BK, have it your way.
I just heard the TikTok off of it. That was great. I don't think the chat heard it. I think I just heard it.
You know it didn't come through.
Yes. Okay, I heard it. That was amazing. Yes.
Did it go through?
It didn't play through the headphones. I don't think. Y'all didn't hear it then, no. It is a banger. That's pretty epic. Malcolm's over here reading lyrics. I'm over here listening to it.
I'm just reading. I bet you got that in sync when I was reading.
Okay, guys,
it.
this is how we solve separate do problems separately. Okay, he reads the lyrics and I listen to them. Okay.
Even Trance has lost the words. She's had to try and repeat it twice just to get her words right as well.
We got another hydrate from Reese. Just this minute.
Oh, Reese. What are you trying to do to us?
If they had like candy burger, I don't know. That could be a thing.
Can I have a
you got one on
burger?
Yours too, Malk. He says you got one on yours too.
Oh,
one on mine, one on yours.
Reese.
I ran out of drink. Only thing I have next to me is cough syrup. I don't think
it's. And the next hydrate is a cough syrup.
Maybe you wouldn't have a cough from sinuses, so you'd be good for the rest of the episode. Reese says, don't drink that.
I think I'll just be seeing pink elephants and shit as well.
Quite possibly, Rex.
Oh my god. Oh.
Rexy, you are exempt from hydrate per Reese. It's okay.
Yeah.
He does not want you drinking the cough syrup.
Yeah, Rexy exempts from. But yeah, I'm still spitting for safety reasons. Yeah.
It's only because it's next to the bed that it's next to my PC.
Gosh. I might need some cough syrup after this. My sinus is like,
you want some?
Please.
I mean, it's kind of far away, Rex.
Yeah. I'll just do what you pass it through the
Oh.
Just make it happen.
Reese. We're gonna have some words after. To be fair.
Kai goes, please don't, with the cough syrup.
But apparently Reese says, "Oh yeah, Malk, you could try that to see what happens." With the cough syrup."
Our chat has been broken as well. They're cracking up over there too.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Reese. Thanks for that.
Aw.
Done with my water. Well,
Nice,
I
Kai.
thought. Thank God you didn't say done with
You're-
my cough syrup.
You're better than us, Kai. I'm drinking soda, and so is Milk.
Done with my
Soda
cough
and coffee.
syrup.
I don't know where that combination is coming from.
Rex is thinking this is one of the maddest podcasts we've ever done before, and I'm blaming Trance for that.
I'm fighting you for this Doug Trio. Ultra Ball versus Ultra Ball.
Kai says, I wish I had soda. Thank God for that. Thank God you didn't have cough syrup soda on that one, to be fair. Thank God for that. That would have been worse.
I'm glad you're having a good time. This is how we are every week, Kai. Like, this is just the podcast. This is not anything special. This is just us. And it is. Reese is right. It's quite tame for us.
And it's not scripted. That's the beauty of it all, to be fair. So, from the possible
back to the main discussion.
Yeah,
though.
went from the Fallout stage of a live Shakespeare to food of a and then to a hydrate into a cough syrup hydrate. Do not do that ever again, to be fair. And then that's just mad, to be fair. Have you guys got any more before we do the interview questions?
Nope. I just think it's really cool. And I think I had a one thing that I wanted to touch on. And I was saying that a couple things I want to touch on. I said, the person interviewed said it was just a theater company. Do we think this is too much work for a hobby interest to cross over into video games? And Shakespeare is known globally as one of the fundamental poets of his time, if not the most important. How do we think Shakespeare scholars would feel about this? Those two things I think I want to touch on. Hey, we both caught the Doug Trio. We're good.
You trying to swear? You trying to swear? Oh, no.
I don't have to fight you today. Not today.
Not today. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm lucky today.
Not you, Reese.
I'm lucky today.
I was going to fight Reese for the Doug Trio if he caught it and I didn't.
Oh, naughty.
So, yeah.
I thought you were going to say, oh, yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, that's sick.
I bought a whole bunch of Pokeballs.
Okay.
I am prepared, bro.
Reese, so you did want to fight me when you threatened me on New Year's.
I did not. That was not
What's
over
going
Pokemon.
on?
We're okay.
What is going on this? Wouldn't be too impressed with folks.
Yeah. Kai says elitists wouldn't be too impressed, but folks who play games, I feel, would be stoked about the Shakespeare crossover thing. I did not. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what happened. I'm not going to completely recreate it because then I'll hear it from Reese that I did it again. So I'm a Southern girl. All right, I'm in Tennessee in the U.S. and I keep a knife, 2 knives actually, on my desk at all times in case I need them. All right. Well, I was opening a box and Reese said something to me, and we said something about modding, and Reese said something about being a mod. And Thorne said he said something about not being a mod. Reese said, can't take his mod privileges, and I said no. Yeah. But I did it with the knife in my hand as I was opening the box. It was still out, and I pointed at the camera. So Reese swears up and down I threatened him with a knife now on a stream on New Year's, which I wasn't trying to do. I was just I forgot. As soon as I realized, I'm like, oh shit, and I closed it.
Wow.
Yes, the accent does make sense, Kai. I am in Tennessee.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I knew that.
mean, if you could just consider it being in Tennessee, I mean, if you really like somebody, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. That completely, I lost a train of thought there.
This is why the podcast drifts always to the side.
Something like, you know, okay, you're cool here, use my knife or whatever, but the point was facing at Reese, so that doesn't work.
We do apologize for technical difficulties during the podcast or any other streams. We're sorry about that. But we do apologize to Reese. We do apologize to Reese if he did not feel comfortable in any way possible during New Year's Day with
He
trans.
swears I threatened him with a knife, and I didn't. I just had it out. I was opening a
Yeah,
package,
yeah.
and I
Knowing
happened to
your
point at the
characters,
camera.
Oh,
Say
what
what,
was that?
Rexy?
knowing your characters, Trans, that's something that I just feel like Olivia would do.
No, Olivia wouldn't threaten somebody with a knife. She'd threaten them with brass knuckles. Allie
I
would
don't
threaten
think she
somebody
would
with a
even
knife.
threaten.
Basically,
If you pissed Olivia off, she would beat you to a pulp with brass knuckles. She's done it before.
I
She's knifed
remember.
somebody before.
I
But
remember being
Allie would probably threaten you with a knife. Most likely. Aliana would probably be the person threatening you with a knife. That's just how she is. She's aggressive anyway. She was always that
I
way.
think I only ever met the character once, but yeah.
Aliana was a trip. She was fun to play too. I love playing her. For those who don't know, me and Rexy used to do GTA RP together. So
I was a hobo.
at one point,
Yeah.
you also played your character, but you also
my
played
main
hobo.
characters. Terrence was a. I don't even know what you would describe Terrence. It's just me, very much.
Yeah.
But then my favorite character was actually another character, Hobo Joe, who would just be drunk all the time.
He was so much fun. He was great. I love when you pulled out Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe was amazing.
I wish I've seen that now. To be fair,
Kai goes, the knife is friendly. I think, and Reese goes, I think pointing a knife directly at someone and considered threatening. And Kai goes, oh, I remember this conversation. I guess Kai heard you talking about Hobo Joe in the past.
Yeah. I love Hobo Joe. I really wish I could go back to it.
Hobo Joe was great. Freaking loved him. And you played him so well, Rexy. I loved that. It was so great. Like Rexy's drunk voiceover was spot on.
Yeah.
Can you remember?
No. That's all it would be. It would just be.
Well, he'd also be saying things, and you said it in a way that sounded awesome. Like he would say completely random shit out of nowhere, and the way you did it was just great.
I think I just got to be in that moment.
Yeah, you gotta be in that headspace.
Where it just sort of flows out.
Can I?
It's like when I'm doing. It's like when I did Allie and Olivia. I had to switch gears pretty significantly between Allie and Olivia. Because Olivia is one way, and she's got her little I kick your ass, but she's also a little more prim and proper because of the way she was raised. And Allie just doesn't give two shits. She just didn't. So Olivia would be like,
I never met.
Allie was like my let's party. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Puppy.
That's Akahime. That's okay. It happens to everybody. It's fine.
It happens to everyone who's in the podcast. Ooh, puppy.
Yes. Puppy. But actually, I use it so often that I have puppy cameos as one of my tags now. This is puppy cameos. Because she's always sitting in that spot because that's apparently her spot. When I cleaned off that couch, I did it for her apparently.
Hydrate.
Obviously, of course.
Hydrate. But don't drink the cough syrup, mate. You can exempt from that, to be fair.
Coffee on that one, hydrate, and then I'll drink the other one for yours as well. Akahime is a good girl.
Akahime good.
Oh wow, that's the name of your doggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My doggy's name is Hime.
Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh! I never knew. We were looking at names for her because we were trying to find a name that fit her. Come here, baby. You want to say hi? Come on, mommy, move the thing out your way. We're trying to think of a name that fit her. So we were thinking about variations on ginger or pumpkin and a couple other things, but I didn't like any of them. And then my boyfriend's like, how about Akahime? Because Hime means princess or lady of nobility, and Aka means red. So her name means red princess or red highborn lady. So, but yeah, and he mentioned it as a joke, but I'm like, I like that. That's cute. Let's go with it. She's a brushing. She's shedding everywhere. Got fuzz in places I didn't know there was fuzz able to be gotten on.
I thought you said something else then.
Serious? I'm not even kidding.
I thought you said something
else. Her fuzz gets everywhere. I don't know how she does it.
Trans, I'm so sorry. I thought you said something else there, like she was shitting herself everywhere with the fuss. No,
No,
I thought I
she's
just said
shedding. Shedding.
no. It was when you said it quick, like that bit, like shitting on that. To be fair,
She's not doing that. I know, right?
so this
So
is where
what would you say?
Trans is trying not to laugh with what I said as well.
Oh, the boyfriend came in for a minute.
Oh, did you tell him what I said with that?
Malk said he thought I said that she was shitting everywhere. I'm like, no, she's not doing that. I said shedding. Shedding.
Oh god. Is that
She's loving
Oh.
on Daddy now. She's giving him
Oh.
hugs.
fair dues?
She knows how to
Right,
give hugs on command. It's amazing.
right. Enough with the puppy. Enough with everything else going on. This is the gaming podcast. Now we're going to go straight into segment 3. That was a great main discussion topic, which went from
It was great. It was excellent. I love
the
it.
stage for a live Shakespeare show of Fallout to turn it into
We were all over the place on that one.
to the marshmallow Whopper burger to the
I just said it could be done. I didn't say I would do it. That's all I'm saying.
No,
It
no.
possibly could happen.
I
I didn't
would
say I
would
personally would do
pay.
it.
I would pay to see you do it. To be fair, have a marshmallow burger.
Reese, because we're officially over halfway done.
Yeah, absolutely. This is segment 3, which is the interview with Rexy. So basically, this before the start of the stream, I'm sure Rexy was being under a lot of pressure to pick 8 numbers. Sorry, not 7.
I literally,
but
all
8
I
numbers.
literally said was pick 8 numbers. That's all I said to Rexy.
Yeah. So all these questions are related to the gamer of the streamer itself, like goals or anything like that. These are questions that were may have been used in the previous seasons, but this is related to the questions that are brand new because obviously Rexy is the first time joining in the podcast itself.
Yeah.
So I told him, don't be nervous, just be yourself, and which you have done spot on with that during the stream.
That's your only job is be yourself, Rexy.
Yeah.
Good.
And
not related to my opinions on marshmallows and burgers. You're 100% right, Reese.
Absolutely.
Nothing to do with that.
So I believe we're laughing because Kai has just put up the lyrics to the Whopper 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 music. Fair play.
I love it. I love it.
You know what? I'm just going to find it now. Well, we're doing the
now
questions.
Malk has to find it. He's got to listen to it in his headphones.
So, Trans, I'll let you do the honors to answer the questions to Rexy. And Rexy, don't be nervous. Enjoy.
To piggyback off of what Malk was saying, Rexy does not know what the questions are. All I did was say, pick 8 numbers, and I'm going to randomize them. And that's what I said.
Pick 8. I picked 7.
Pick 7. That's okay. Because we got there. We got there. It's okay. All right, cool. So first question I have for you today is what kinds of characters do you relate to the most in games, books, stories, whatever? And how so?
Yeah, so many games. There's so many choices. I would relate to maybe different characters at different points in my day or my mood and stuff.
Hmm.
But if I can pick one character that's probably like me, I actually don't know. I'm more like sitting there thinking Minecraft Steve, literally, because I'm whatever. Like,
nice.
Character that resonates with me. I just sort of hop on between games and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So, it just depends. I mean, sometimes I don't even play a game properly, so for me to compare it to a character, I'm like, anything that's free roam.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. I like free roams too. They're fun. So I have another question for you. Second question is, what are some short-term goals you have as a streamer and some long-term goals?
Oh boy. Okay, I don't have ADHD. I don't exactly do goals. I'm just like,
okay,
I'm playing for fun, and that's pretty much it. If we're talking goals with relation to like numbers on the platform, then yeah, no, I would definitely be able to be like, okay, goal for the year being so much. But wise. I don't
Kai goes, I
exactly
know. Kai knows the goal.
Oh, if I got a goal that I've maybe mentioned in one of my streams, we just chat. I don't know. Have I said something?
Apparently, Kai remembers something you've said.
Yeah.
Rex is like, what have
I need a reminder.
said? What have I said? Oh, no.
You're just adding to whatever.
I
love it.
That will be on clipped now. That'll be catching it now. You've been caught. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I did listen to that BK music song, and that is class.
You did? Isn't it great? Isn't it
Yeah.
great? Certified bop, for real.
Whopper Junior.
And I'm glad that you liked the questions. Me and Malk took a lot of time when we did our premiere episode on what questions we wanted to ask people. And then the second season, we did the second sets of questions, which are for returning streamers. So we have 2 sets of questions for our streamers when they come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so that's question number 2. Question number 3 is, how long have you been streaming for? And what were some memorable milestones along the way?
Okay, well, that one I can answer somewhat. Because I have been streaming on and off.
Strumming works too.
I have been strumming.
Make that
The guitar strumming. What? What?
Malk likes to add little actions to things all the time.
My dumbass brain just saw you strumming something that was lower than the
What
camera
like that?
angle.
What like that? Oh. Right. That was not what happened.
I know it's not, but my dumbass brain just be like, oop.
Right. I am not.
This is what's happening now.
I am not doing any more now. You see, hands are here. That'll be here.
I goes caught in 4K, sir.
I'm so sorry.
Again, this is pretty tame. Okay, this chat usually gets a lot worse than this. Okay.
In other news, this is the last chance that Malk has got on this podcast, whatever happens. I did not expect
farewell episode.
Yeah, this is the farewell episode. Good day to you all. No, Reese, I'm not doing any more good news. I'm just going to mute myself and let you guys carry on.
You got another hydrate. He's muted. Oh, he can hear us.
Aww.
2.
Okay. Oh, there's 2.
There's 2. Don't drink the cough syrup. Don't go for it. He's gonna go up to the Whopper saying, "Yeah, 100%." Sir, puppy, what are you doing? All right. So
I didn't. Do you want to repeat the question? Because I just went off.
You're good. You're good. This happens all the time. How long have you been streaming for, and what were some memorable milestones along the way? There you go.
So I've been streaming pretty much 2019. I think.
Nice.
It was just before all the COVID stuff hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like maybe the start of 2019, on and off streaming through that. And then milestone type achievement thingy would be we did a charity stream on a birthday somewhere along the line in there.
Nice.
And we raised 22,000 rands, which would equate then to, if I would just do it to dollars,
quick money converter look up real quick.
That would be in nowadays money about $1,200.
Nice. That's awesome.
That is one of the best streams I ever had. Lengthy, but one of the best streams I ever had.
Nice.
That lasted over about a week, and it wasn't just myself included. I got a whole bunch of people, streamers in South Africa to join in and stuff. And for a week, we were trying to get back to back streaming as close as we can,
Yeah.
and that's what we did. But there was so much
Nice.
positivity during those streams that that's a memory that's like sat there.
A lot of people who do charity streams say that that's kind of like the whole like feel of the stream is just great. They love the feel of doing the stream. I haven't done any charity streams myself. I've thought about doing it. I have quite a few charities that I would, want to stream for, but I haven't done any yet. I want to at some point, maybe when I'm streaming more regularly. But right now, I just kind of throw in things when I can, and Saturdays and Mondays are my only scheduled days. So
yeah, there's a lot of I would say effort and work behind the scenes with the charity stream to do it right.
Yeah.
And I say do it right, but to do it with your viewers and stuff in mind as well. When I say we did charity streams, I'd get game studios on board as well to give away keys. To give keys to other streamers so that they can play their games, and there's a lot of marketing and networking work behind it as well. But then it results in a fun stream that we can raise money for things. So
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Respect, bro.
Can I just say congratulations on that stream that you did?
Yeah.
I was gobsmacked and I forgot I muted the other by accident, but I was just trying to say, oh my god, fair play to you with that, because it was that's just insane. I mean, can you remember when we did the streams like together, like for anything? It was just like just pure luck when we do get like the donation and stuff, but to get that much was it on one stream back in 2019?
it was about the whole point of the streams that the event was called 168 hours for charity.
Oh,
and that
okay.
is a full week of streaming.
Nice.
So I bet you was
hour,
knackered. I bet you was knackered.
I was, everyone had their slots, and I would dip out in the evenings and then come back in early in the morning to catch the streams back up, just to be there for the people. Most of the streamers, so they didn't have to deal with talking about too much, just post stuff in the chat and be there as like semi-moderators for them, just to help out, because you can't remember everything, especially if you're sitting there doing a 6-hour stream.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Impressive, mate. And
that's epic, dude.
It's just, even if we did like loads of charity streams, it's just still epic wherever happens. And sorry if I took over the questions, but I'm just gobsmacked.
You're good, Mel.
Just like
I interject on your questions all the time, so it's perfectly okay.
I was be polite, be professional. Do you know what I mean? And
when have we ever been professional, Malk?
We are now. Season 3. Junior Whopper.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you gonna say, Rexy? Come on, you can't get out of it now.
I screwed up the lyrics even, so I'm just like, it's funny, but
Whopper, Junior, double, blah blah, blah blah. I couldn't say the words.
It's there.
Reese.
Trans has been professional. Can't say a thing about Malk though. I told you I'm his favorite. I'm Reese's favorite.
I know.
Just deal with it.
The sly bastard. To be fair, sly bastard.
All right. So number 5. Question number 5. I have for you. No, number 4. Question number 4 is there a particular game you grew up playing on console or PC that you would love to see remade? And what was it about this game that made it great for you?
Okay. That's pretty difficult.
No pressure, mate. No
If it's
pressure.
not just one game, you can list a few that you really loved.
There is one that I can't find bloody anywhere, and I think it was called Myth.
Myth.
It was sort of like a semi RTS thing, but all I remember of this game was that you could control these little like units and shamans and stuff and fight off demons and things that would come in and raid towns and stuff. It had a
Cool.
whole story, and this is back when like we couldn't afford games and stuff growing up, so I ran stuff off with demo discs.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoyed. A demo of a game I had forgotten about, and that's what I'm looking for. So it's
Nice.
if there's anything, it'd be that to sort of relive that like nostalgia. But if we're gonna talk about remastering a game, I'm hesitant on that anyway because a remaster always is gonna feel not as good as the original.
Mm.
I mean, there are some that are, particularly good that have strung up just a bit better than the originals, but it's so few.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
We know my answer to that question. I've never been shy about my answer to that question.
Which is that?
There was a game
Back in the day.
on
Back in
back
the
in the
day.
day, back when I was in high school. I feel so old.
There
Back
we go.
no, not that far back. But there was a game in the PlayStation 1 that I loved, and it didn't do well because it was released with Final Fantasy VII. And so Final Fantasy VII made all kinds of great sales and had so many reviews. But the game that I played, my friend's like, "Oh, I have this game you can try out." When I was in high school, and I was like, "Oh, cool, what is it?" And he showed it to me. I was like, "Oh, I'll check it out." And I played it, and I loved that game. It was The Legend of Dragoon.
Oh,
I've said over and over, I would love to see that remastered and like with new graphics and have like a maybe some additional storyline to it. That was an epic game. And it only didn't do well because Final Fantasy VII totally stole its thunder.
yeah.
It was really good.
I'm trying to think what it was, but I've got a very faint idea in memory of seeing that stuff.
You had the guy with the spiky blonde hair who had the chess piece that had the dragon stones. And then you met the other people.
Sounds like Final Fantasy.
It kind of does, but it has its own like a charm to it. Yeah, but it was really cool. It was really neat, and it was just amazing, and they were all different colors, and it was just great. It was a great game, just in general. And even there are still fans out there of the game even now that are still clamoring for do a remake, remaster it, put it in new graphics, give it some update. It's a beautiful story. We can just like update a little bit. It'll be excellent. You don't have to make changes to it really. Just upgrade it a little bit because the story was great. It was awesome.
I think just to add on to that answer, if there was another one, there is one, and it's a game called Hard War, and it was the earliest open world game that I had ever played. You had a spaceship, and you can either do trading work and be a trader, or you could be like a vigilante and hunt down like a bounty hunter, like hunt down other ships and stuff. But it allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do.
That sounds cool too.
Which is really freaking cool for like a 90s game. It came on like a CD.
Yeah, Legend of Dragoon was I think 99-ish. Nice.
Yeah,
something like that. I had to look it up. Kaikura says, "Oh my god, the remaster FF7 was gorgeous." I've seen some people playing the remasters. One of my friends does. And I've been watching his stream as he's playing it. He's kind of going in Dead Space right now, but he was playing Final Fantasy Remake.
That's come out now, isn't it? The remastered Dead Space.
And yeah, he was really cool. And I just hang out in his stream because I just enjoy his community and the people who he has built the community with. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the one that I would say. And people who like, let me see. I don't know if I can. You can look it up if you want to, Rexy. Legend of Dragoon. It's just really good story. It's excellent.
I'm definitely gonna be looking that up.
Yeah, it's great. I'll get people on the Legend of Dragoon train. Like, oh my gosh, why is this not remade yet? Yes, we need more people making their voices known. But
that's more trances. To be fair, more trances.
yes, my friends, come and join the Legend of Dragoon petition. I don't even have a petition, but there are some actually out there. But I think I signed one.
Okay. Don't ever
I
do that
did.
again. Don't ever do that again, trans.
Don't ever do it again. I'm
It
sorry.
was like, come here, try and do that. It's like,
I mean, you don't have a name like Trans for no reason.
This is true.
that's true. That's true. I've
100%
known him
true.
for many years. I've known him for many years. I should know this by now, but I keep forgetting because I'm just old. That's why. So.
Kai goes, I'm tempted to make myself a mug of coffee, but I'm not willing to face the consequences.
Ooh.
There's a variety of consequences that can come from a cup of coffee.
As long as it's peppermint.
I feel your pain.
As long as it's mocha peppermint coffee, then you'll be fine.
Mocha.
Mocha.
Why do you say maca?
Pronunciation.
Is how you pronounce it? Just how you pronounce it in general?
Yeah, mocha.
Well, I mean, it's M-O, isn't it? It's
M-O-C-H-A.
Mocha.
Okay. I didn't know there was a difference.
Trans try, I thought, yeah, got him.
Okay.
Got him there.
I didn't know.
That's purely from my British side. That's
Yeah.
I also.
Yeah.
See? Nice try, Trans. Mocha.
I wasn't trying to corner you. I was asking.
I'm just telling you now. It's now
Mocha.
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 Mocha. Moucha.
Moucha. Wow. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. We're going to be called Woucher next. From Moucha. Damn it.
Okay, so we are halfway through the
Mocha.
questions now. We're halfway through the questions. We got 4 more to go.
Not
the next-
Moocha. Not Moocha.
Not Mucha. There is no U. There is no double O.
I'm
Mochi.
just
Oh, mochi, 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 mochi.
Mochi Mocha. Mochi Mocha.
Mochi. I'm sorry. Mochi means something completely different to me. I mean, I like mochi, but there's another connotation to the name mochi, and it's not bad. It's not a bad connotation. It's just something that in my head.
I love it how you just like.
I have to specify that in this stream. I have
It's
to.
gonna sound like something naughty.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be something naughty, but it's not. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's a different connotation. It's a different connection to the word mochi.
But while it's doing that, more hydrates kicking in as well.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, I see it.
How you feeling, Rexy? All good?
Oh yeah, you're gonna see me start yawning soon though.
We're finishing up. We're almost there, man. We're getting there.
Purely because it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah. We hope to get it done as quickly as possible for you, mate. I promise you that. Hopefully we've gone halfway mark over the questions now.
Yeah, we're about to get we're about to get number 5. So question number 5 is, if there was one, what game made the biggest impact on you when you were younger?
I would go with that Hard War.
Hard War? Nice. Awesome.
It opened me up to, as I was saying, with the whole open world thing. At least that concept of it, very, very young. And there was just nothing like that during that period, that when games started finally coming out being open world, it sort of felt comfortable. That's my go-to. I will prefer going to an open world game and doing my own little thing than sitting behind doing a story.
Yeah.
That's fair, 100%.
Fair dues.
Okay, so that was question number 5. Question number 6 is, what was the best memory you had since you started streaming? What was the worst memory you had? Now, if you consider the charity stream your best memory, you can also go extend on this on a different memory that was really good for you, and your worst memory if you wish to share that with us.
I can share worse for sure, and it's sort of a, not looking for petty, not petty. Pity is the word I was looking for. when I started streaming, I very much nearly ended the very first day.
Hmm.
Very
Oh,
first day I
really?
started streaming, I had a lot of hate from people because of the state of my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something I very much nearly, dipped out on streaming completely. Um, but luckily enough, I just had that one person who was in chat. That was the only person I would pay attention to because they had something good to say only.
Yeah.
They were asking about the game, they're asking things about me. They
Yeah.
actually fit the positivity to it, and it ended up me being like the comments coming from the a-holes would
Mm-hmm.
just be ignored because I was focusing on the one person that was actually being nice. And that wasn't instant either. That took a little bit of being dealt some shit
Mm-hmm.
in order to wait for the decent, to come through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely one of the worst things that I
You,
can
Yeah.
remember. But
you can swear this is mature content.
We're both mature content. You're good.
So if you want to say the assholes, you can do on that.
yeah,
To be
If
fair,
you won't, we will.
well, we did, we did. To be fair, so
no, I have some more choice words. But anyway, other than the um, you know the charity streams,
yeah,
um, yeah, it's I don't really have memorable stuff. It's more just the stuff that happens in stream that gets kept as memories.
Yeah.
And
And
okay.
that
that's
perfectly is fine.
so there's lots there's lots of little things that are there. But if we were going to talk big things, that would definitely be that long event.
Got you. I got you.
Fair enough.
Okay, so 2 more questions to go. Is there a game that's releasing soon that you're super hyped to play, and why? I know you mentioned that Hi-Fi Rush sounded pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think if anything, it would probably be that game because it's I know that is released already, but I don't keep track with upcoming games too much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do check on like Twitter and stuff more for indie games. I do like my indie games a lot. So if there's a project that sounds particularly interesting, then I might follow it for a little bit and see how it comes along, especially if it's going to be a free title.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do like me some free games.
I think we all
Um,
like free games.
but yeah,
100%.
indie games are pretty cool because I like to see the freedom of creativity as well.
Kai says cutest indie was Stray. Change my mind.
Play that. I mean, a game where you play as a cat. Obviously, I want to play that.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I wanted to play it. I want to check it out, but I never actually did get a chance to. I know some people who played it said that it was interesting, and it had some mixed reviews just in general. So it's kind of like
really?
up and down. Yeah, there's up and down reviews on it. But I knew that the cat was just adorable.
There's a button to meow. What more do you need?
It's so great. It's amazing.
I
I don't know. Squirrel with a gun sounds interesting too.
that that absolutely pissed myself laughing when I heard it first. I'm like, this
It's
is
a real
no
game,
way.
dude.
No, I
Squirrel with
heard
the
it.
gun.
No,
Real game.
I heard it from somewhere else. So I remember someone talking to me at work. I was like, "What? A squirrel with a gun? That's called a game?" I was like, "Feck off! No way! No
You play
way
as a
with that."
squirrel, and apparently somehow you get a gun. You get to go around and
I
mow
know.
people as a squirrel.
And then,
It's the best.
Okay, I'll find that right now.
and then, and then when I saw the images, I was like, "Yes, get in!" I was thought,
great.
it looks great. It looks funny, but
It
also
looks
great.
like Goat Simulator when it came out.
Yeah,
And everybody's
yeah.
like, why are you gonna play a game like where you're a goat? But everybody loved that game because of all the crazy shit you could do in it.
Yeah.
It was like, this is so great. This is so awesome. Now it's one of the most awesome games in like
It's got
history.
3 sequels and DLCs for days. So
I know.
Yeah,
So it's like, dang. So Squirrel with a Gun looks a lot like that, where it's completely ridiculous, completely crazy, but you play as a hell of a cute squirrel and you get to mow people. So I mean, hey.
it's mad. But like when I first heard it, I thought, "Are you nuts? Are you mad?"
It's a real
Like,
thing.
but then when I heard it, it was like, "Whoa, gotta be a game. Gotta be the game of the season, the year. Don't care what anyone says. That's gonna be the game of the year."
Game of the year for sure.
Yeah.
Kai says, with a cat, you don't need more talking about the meow button. And Kyle says, Goat Sim 3 was recently released. I know. It's cool. It's awesome. It's great. It's amazing. And the last question. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just want to play a game where it's so ridiculous and off the wall, you get out of your own head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you playing as a goat where you're like hitting people with your tongue and falling dead and falling off of high buildings and fighting stuff. That's great. It's amazing. It's that type of game that you just need. And there's people barking in the background.
Yeah.
Last question for you I have is going to be, this is actually a good one to end on. How would you describe your channel and community? It says 5 sentences or less, but you can do like just a small summary.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I know that we're a very friendly community, or at least I try to keep it like such.
Mm-hmm.
Safe space where we can talk about pretty much anything and everything. Within reason. And then that's pretty much the totality of what my community is. We play games and we just chill and we just anything. If people want to like open up and talk about shit, I'm down for that as well. Obviously to an extent, but
to an extent, there's always limits.
What I'm talking about there is I don't like trauma dumping.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's obviously one thing. I don't mind, if someone's got really like a question that they need to, have answered. I don't mind helping out people. It's what I've enjoyed doing for quite a while. So, it's just that will get a little bit stressful on my own head.
Got another hydrate from Reese, and Kai goes, "It's wonderful talking about goat sim."
And Reese has done another hydrate. He's timing these.
One each of us. Oh, he is. Yeah, he's keeping tabs of the 10-minute cooldown, so he can flood our activity feeds with the hydrates.
Yeah.
Reese needs to learn how to create a bot. Just do it for
totally.
him.
Just do it, Reese. Just hit the hydrates every time.
Or just do not include hydrates.
Hi, cutie butt.
Can you imagine that?
Puppy.
No hydrates stream ever.
Icky in your face.
Oh wow.
Can you imagine that? That's mad. Oh.
No. She's like, kisses, mommy. She wants loving. You want to be loved? I love on you. You're so cute. For those who are on audio, my puppy decided she wanted to get attention. She decided to nudge her little head underneath my arm and give me kisses. And get kisses in return.
What's this galore?
Yeah. This is my baby girl. She's a rescue, by the way. We got her from our local shelter. She is she got a wisdom. We got a DNA test on her, and it says she's like a whole bunch of different breeds. But I talked to somebody, and they said yes, that she is from the look and characteristics of her and her physical appearance, she is what they call a Carolina dog.
Okay.
American Dingo mix. She's not pure. She got a curly tail, but they said that she's definitely, because it doesn't come up on a DNA test, this says she definitely, physical characteristics, she looks like a Carolina dog. Down to the face and the little eyeliner on her eyes, and she got like a tucked waist, like a nipped waist. That's a characteristic of the breed. No, right, baby? Yeah.
Cute.
Go play. Down, go play. Good girl. That's my baby girl. Told you. Puppy cameos. Kai, they always happen on my channel. Doesn't matter what I'm playing, what I'm doing. She at some point wants to come and say hi to everybody. She is the people puppy.
That is absolutely fine. Have you got any more questions?
That's the end of the questions.
See, Reese? See, Rexy, sorry. I don't know what's it, Reese.
Reese.
Rex. Sorry.
Too many R's.
Too many R's, yeah. Sorry, Rexy. I am not drunk. It's just the 7-Up. That's my blame for that one. And I know I've been the shit now, so sorry about that.
I can't wait to have me my first pupper. Oh yeah, they're great.
Oh, bless. Right.
She's such a love too.
So I can't believe that 2 hours.
I see that. I see that marker. I see it.
2 hours. That's the quickest we ever done. And I bet it's after
Does
1
it feel like
o'clock.
we've been on here for 2 hours, Rex? It doesn't, does it?
Not really, no.
It never really does. We're always having
Yeah.
fun.
It's like, whoa! Like,
Reese
whoa.
has started off the questions.
I know already. It's just like trans or viewers. Depends on viewers. Depends on who's in there, but it's always going to be trans all the way. It's always be
Aw.
trans because I've known her for many years. No offense to viewers, but if you get banters galore, then it will be different. So
we always have. It's really weird because people think that like this is a thing that's just like the podcast. No, we've always had this kind of banter back and forth with each other. Even when we
Yeah.
just played games together, we just have it. So any of the games that we played together in the past, it's just been like this, which is why I got the idea of us actually like doing the show. And we got a Houndoom in chat, and I'm going for it. My
Ooh.
Houndoom.
So basically, you can ask us anything. If you want to specifically ask either me or Trance or to Rexy as well. So if
Or you can say all, and that will be for everybody.
yeah, absolutely. What I'll tell you what, I've got a question for Rexy. What's your main goal, as in like for yourself personally in 2023?
We got robotic. I'm getting robotic on my end. I don't know what's going on. Malk, you're frozen. Bro, you're frozen. Malk. No, you're not. You're not good. Okay, you're good now. You're back. You're back.
Come back slowly.
There he is. He's back.
Oh, I think we stopped the stream.
Oh, hopefully didn't. It's showing that we're still good. We're still live. We're still live. We came back.
But now you're both above. And
my day has come.
And apparently you're still frozen. You both still frozen to me.
I'm not frozen for you. You're not frozen for me. Now you're frozen, Rexy.
What is happening?
What is going on? We do apologise for any technical difficulties, guys. This is not on my Trance is stuck, like jumping up, like what?
What is going on with the internet?
Oh.
I'm showing we're still live. We're still live.
It's still live, but it looks like Rexy is.
Rexy.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, there you are.
Back?
You're back.
I think it's just catching up now quickly.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So it is called the new technology. On this part, so we've never seen. I didn't know if there was any questions before.
I didn't see any.
Oh, that was it, Rexy. Rexy, who do you prefer, Trance or Malk?
Sorry, Malk. Trance.
Oh,
he's known me longer, Malk. It's kind of like he's all.
I didn't
like
pick
you.
that. It was Reese asked Rexy about it.
You asked the question. What did you ask, Kai?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We missed it.
I don't know where's your question?
I'm looking. I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Is it this one?
Oh yeah. That must be it.
Was it that one, Kai? Please tell me that. Please tell me yes or no. If it is,
correct. Is that the one you're asking, Kai?
I think it's that one. Because that's the only one I've seen between now.
Oh, no, I love you.
I do apologise for that. Normally, I don't normally that. Yes. Okay.
There we go. Cool.
So I'm guessing this is a question for all of us. So, which games that have recently became free has you excited?
I don't know about recently. I think it's cool that
Same.
Sims is now free, except for like things that you're downloading. I think that's awesome. But I played it before it was free, so that's the thing. I spent so much money in that game, but it's not recent either. But
declare how much you spent on that game?
I don't remember. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't remember. I will say it's not as much as you would think because I bought all the DLC on Sims 3 on sale.
And gone. You bought them all on sale at the time, all in one hit.
Not all in one hit. I still have ones I don't have, but I have only like 2 that I don't have. So, but I got all the ones on Sims 3 on sale. The ones that I do have.
I bet you it cost you I reckon $100.
Probably, at least,
I reckon.
if not more.
The wallet's
I
gone.
can openly admit this. I mean,
The wallet's
but
gone.
Sims 4 is now free, which I'm happy for that. Um,
Yeah.
I would say that it's not recent, but I've recently gotten into. Well, I can't say that 'cause it's not recent. I would say I recently got into Fall Guys. And I realized I found out early that it was free, so I was like, "That's cool." But I didn't know that it was free. I thought it was a buy. So, but
I'm annoyed that Sims 4 is now free because it's like I bought
yeah,
some of the bought some of the DLCs on PS,
yeah.
PlayStation, but now is it free now on PC now, or is it on?
Not the DLCs. You
Yeah.
still have to buy them, but the base game is free. Yes.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
a little
so
salty with that though,
oh
Yeah.
because I love the fact that Sims 4 is free. Don't get me wrong. I've had
yeah,
my own fun playing Sims 4 now because it was something that was
Okay.
held off because I can't afford games all the time. But I went and bought Sims 3,
oh really?
and then a week later find out that Sims 4 was free.
Yeah.
So
I
I
like
just
Sims 3
bought
better
Sims
than some
3.
ways, though.
Well, mine wouldn't work. I couldn't get my DLCs to work,
Oh.
so I was like,
That
I'm
great
sorry.
answer. Great
I'm
answer.
sorry.
We're sorry for all the audio fans who are listening, thinking,
"Oh,
"Why
I
is this a
shrug. I
great
did a
answer?"
fancy shrug." Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Kai says, I
Man.
don't have all the Sims 4 DLCs, but I'm working towards buying the ones I want. Yeah, there's some I want to get till still too. I got a whole list, but um I like that they're giving free kits and stuff. That's pretty cool. Along with the free base game, of course. But yeah. That one I think is probably the thing that was the coolest for me. Oh, that's exactly how I felt dropping $1,000 on Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It was free with PlayStation Plus a few months back. Oh
Oh yeah,
no.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't know if you heard there was like the different tiers. I think we've discussed that many times, like in the past in the podcast. But
Yeah.
there's quite a few games on there that are like stream or download free because of the packages. And then I saw Mass Effect. I thought, hey, that's all free. It was like, yeah, I'll take that. Money's gone, like for free itself. But that's just madness, to be fair. Um, so let's just see what's happening with the next question. Reese. So this is a question to Trance. Who do you prefer, Malk or Rexy?
They only gave us one free kit given by the Sims before it became free as a gift to the community. Oh, okay, I got you, Kai. That one I can't choose because I've known Malk for a very long time and we have great banter and great conversations. And Rexy and I have been RPing for quite some time as friends in GTA RP. So I can't really choose. If it's on timing, it'd be Malk, but other than that, that's the only thing.
Oh, thanks. Thanks
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Just because I've known you longer, that's all.
That's fine. That's fair
I
enough.
still love you to death, Rexy. I mean, I loved hanging out with you.
Poor
It was great.
Rexy.
But now,
Poor Rexy. You're all right, Rexy. Oh, no,
here's the kicker:
I know.
Malk or Hobo Joe?
Hobo
What?
Joe.
Oh.
He's just hilarious. I absolutely love
Uh,
Hobo Joe.
To be
He's
honest,
great.
I haven't heard it until you did the demonstration.
That was not even a good impression.
That wasn't even a good demonstration. Like, he has way better ones. I think I have
That's what I wanna
recordings
ask.
somewhere.
That's another
Yep,
one I
this-
want to ask. That's another one I want to ask, actually. Was you actually drunk when you actually did it on the...
No, don't drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, fair
That's
enough.
what makes it even
But-
better.
Yeah,
I did not
It
know
was
that.
spot on. It
I,
was so
I,
good.
I was like, okay, I did not expect that, to be honest.
I think
And
the thing with RP, there's a lot of prep though behind the voices and stuff. So I'm alone, no one's around, and I'm just speaking to myself before any interaction.
Yeah.
So it gets your voice into what you're gonna have everyone else hear.
yeah.
So I'm talking to NPCs, just random non-people,
Yeah.
and and knocking them over and stuff, causing a scene
Mhm.
Yeah.
to start my scene off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
For me, with Olivia and Aliana, the big differences between them, it was all up in here about like,
Yeah.
okay, I have to get Olivia's mindset, and I would even when I do Olivia, I always sit back a little bit because I figure it's how she would sit. She would sit back a little bit. She'd be more prim and proper, more of an etiquette type thing. And Allie, I just kind of lean forward like this because I don't give a shit. But like that's the difference between them for me. Like Olivia would be like, she has tact when she needs to use it, because if she was going to take over her parents' business as a real estate person, she needed to have that tact to be with customers. But Allie didn't have any responsibilities. So when I was in Allie's mindset, I was like, okay, I'm a 20-something kid. I ain't got nothing. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I get that aggressive mindset just playing her, because it was all up in here, the difference between the two characters for me.
That's mad, to be fair. Question to
They
all of
sound
us.
similar because my voice is still fairly similar, but like the whole attitude is different. Like the whole everything is different. Since one is over here with this like slightly standard, and this one is over here like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you like me or not. Fuck you. That type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how Allie was. She didn't care.
Yeah.
And if you
Wow.
talked bad to her, she would fight you.
Wow.
she would actually look for fights because she wanted to prove that she was a badass. So I mean, this is what it is. That's how she was. And so in my mind, I had to separate the two.
Well, 100% badass from what I'm hearing now, to be fair. So I'm not going to argue.
Olivia could be a badass too when she needed to be.
Yeah.
I have one particular RP session in exclusive when I was in there, where she got kidnapped by these two guys, and she was, and so I was like trying to get my knife out, and I would do it like in player character, and the people who were RPing, I guess they didn't see it, or they pretended they didn't see it. So I would RP out that she was getting her knife out, slightly had it in her hands, and she was starting to cut at her binds without them noticing. And when she got out the car, when they took her over to the strip club, she literally hopped out and just went to town, like cut, and just started taking them down. She goes, "Now, just so you know who the hell you just fucked with, I have friends all over the gangs. Don't try that again." And it's because she had this prim and proper attitude, but she could be that person when she needed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it came down to it.
Yeah. So, you guys okay with GTRP now? All good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Memories.
Nice no
Memories.
worries. I think Kai wanted to speak to you about it.
Go for it. What games
ma'am?
y'all look forward to being released?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Malk is trying to talk.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. So this is a question from Kai to all of us. What games do you all look forward to being released? Now, Kai said something about personally look forward to Dead Strand. Is it Dead Stranding 2?
Dead Space 2? Dead Space 2 or Death Stranding?
I think
Death
that's
Stranding. Yeah, and Judas as well. So what you guys looking forward to being released soon?
I'm excited about Starfield. I know it's going to be ridiculously priced, but when I get to a point where I can get it, I'm excited about the release of that. I've been excited since I saw the preview stuff in E3 when we did the E3 episode. That's been really exciting for me, watching the development of that. So that's a big thing for me. And I like a lot of Bethesda's games because RPGs are just kind of my thing. So
okay. How about you, Rexo?
Well, I mean, as I was saying before, I don't really follow the upcoming titles and stuff, so
yeah,
I'm not really sure what to answer.
That's perfectly fine. For me, I don't know what others are coming up soon. That's appealing to me at the minute.
I'm gonna have to go look up some stuff.
Yeah, to be honest, for me, because I love sports, I love the F1 and the football and all the other stuff. So I'm looking forward to like the new F1 game or like the new FIFA. Well, it won't be called FIFA anymore. I think they call it something else during that
Weren't
time.
you kind of excited for Forza 2 as well? Forza 5?
I was, because it will go straight to the Game Pass. If it was if I didn't have the Game Pass, I would be like, might be all right. But the games I'm currently enjoying at the minute is like I know you guys probably won't be a big fan of boxing. There's one called Undisputed, which has just come out on Friday, I think, or Thursday, and it was I'd been waiting for a boxing game for like over 10 years. So
Yeah, I know.
over 10 years for
The last good one was what? Knockout
fight
on the
fight night.
Nintendo.
No, no,
Holy
no,
shit!
no. Fight Night
Fight
Champion
night.
on
Okay,
on
fair, fair.
PS3, 2011 was the
All
last
right,
one,
got you.
and I'm like, and then EA decided let's do some UFC because everyone would love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, get a boxing game. Everyone wants boxing. We've been waiting 10 years now, over 10 years for it, and now we've got something that's a brand new publisher, brand new stuff, and I'm just looking and just enjoying it while it lasts. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Sorry, it was already released, but there's nothing that's appealing at the minute. That's say, oh yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Kai
You know what
says
I mean?
Hades 2 looks pretty promising as well.
Oh, okay. I have to look at that as well. So, um, I got a question for you two actually, to Rexy and Trance. Don't worry, I
Sure.
won't do the resmell like who's better at GTA RP or which goes do you prefer the best. I'm not going to do that. Um,
I don't know. Rexy was pretty
when,
good on that one.
but you know,
Your characters were great.
I was going to say when you got to the characters of being a different person, is that really difficult for you to, as in like, um, pretend you're not yourself, but you're being like a badass person or like being a drunken hobo. Do you know what I mean? Or something like that in those words. I bet that was difficult to do in GTRP, or do you think that was just easy to do?
I'll let you take this one first, Rexy.
Well, for me, okay, when I started RPing in the same server that Trans was in, that was the
Yeah.
first time I had ever like really RP'd.
Okay.
Didn't I've not been a Dungeons and Dragons kind of person or anything like that. But for me, RP fit better. I could
Okay.
either just be myself, or I
Yeah.
could be literally whoever I wanted to in this little game world, right? So it would just be like a mood thing of who I particularly wanted to play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I had multiple characters. Um, there was another one, Roxanne, who
Okay.
was a promiscuous woman, but also a bit stupid. And I don't know what it
Okay.
is with me and characters just being dumb. But maybe it's just a little easier to portray, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I am.
Fair
But
enough. Fair enough. I like the honesty, to be fair, because whenever I do the GTA, I'll be like, as soon as I go to one server, if I went to Trance's server, I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Try and pretend someone
yeah,
else's voice, and then the next week I'll be like, "Hey, Trance, you okay?" Like, X-nay on the Trance, hey, you're meant to be on GTA RP
Yeah.
rules itself, and then
yeah,
you
that's
forget.
that's a big thing to get used to. Yeah,
That's that's to me, it's like I just rather just be myself. Maybe I want to try and do like a different character just to be the badass person, or like just be the you know be the person that you would have seen the dark side of you,
well, my
if that makes sense.
first character was Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the reason Terrence was the choice of name was that's my middle name.
Oh, okay.
So it was something personal to me that I could still remember to say,
Okay.
um, without it being too much of a hassle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could just, if I did forget my name, it was still my name in some degree, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously it won't work for every person, but you know, if I'm gonna like suggest anything, if that's some way where people want to start with like RP, is to find a name that you're gonna be able to remember. So like it doesn't have to be something anyone even knows. It could be your aunt's name or your brother's name, and you just remember that person's like face or something in your mind. At least
Yeah.
for me, that's how I do it. Um, so for me, my reference was my granddad because that's who I'm named after. My
Mm-hmm.
middle name is my
Fair
granddad's
play.
name. So it was that connection that
Yeah.
kept me. And then it just comes later down the lane where you're like, this is now my character I'm gonna play today.
Yeah.
Maybe
Kai had said that I think I want to get Hades games on Switch, to be honest. So we wanted to add that in before we moved on.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, continue. You're good.
When it comes to like Hobo Joe, that's literally being silly. You're being silly, but in a constructive way.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about, but she's got something to say about something.
She's got a couple words, yeah.
That was tied when Rexy says
Akihime settle.
Joe said
Settle.
he was like, and it was lipped with the bark at the same time. I was like, whoa, that was mad. That was, to be fair.
Watch this.
For me, my characters,
Olivia.
She's not gonna stop. We just had to ignore her because she's barking at the neighbors. Is what she's doing. I think they're coming home and she's barking at them.
Yeah.
For me, Olivia was well, I've always liked the name Olivia, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm a deep RPer. I've played D&D for years. I've played a lot of RPGs, and I love getting into a character. Like I love fleshing out a character. So Olivia has her whole backstory and everything. But Olivia was a name that I always liked, just in general. As a matter of fact, when I played WoW RP with Kel, one of Call's and his character's kids was named Olivia. So I've always liked the name Olivia. I just thought it was really pretty. And I was like, okay, what kind of character would be Olivia? And so in my head, I start ticking off boxes. Okay, Olivia sounds like more of a prim or proper name, like her mother or her family might have money. And that's kind of where I went from there. And like I said, when I did my characters, when I switched between characters, it was all in my head. Like, all right, Kai, have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. You too. Thank you for being here. All the love. We're going to finish up in just a minute. Yeah. So it was all in my head switching between the two characters. So when I played Olivia, like I said, I literally sat upright and I kind of talked like this, and I was trying to embody someone who was raised well, like raised with good breeding is what they would have called it at the time in history. Who was raised with good breeding, who knows how to eat with a fork on the table, knows how all the placements are, because that's what she was raised as. You know, she was raised with money. She was raised to be a member of high-standing society. So I had to keep that in mind. But I also had to keep in mind that Olivia, because the way I wrote her out, she wanted to be her own person. She didn't want to be the doll and puppet that her family wanted her to be. She didn't want to do what they wanted her to do. So she had these moments where she was really just her. Like, she was still proper, she was still prim, but she was more relaxed. Like, she'd be like, she would say something like, oh, me and my mom, we really don't get along, and I left home so I could do my own thing. And that's just how she thought, but she still spoke very well, very eloquently. Allie? So, when there was a whole big mess that fell through RP-wise and out of character-wise with Olivia, and, you know, a lot of people who weren't talking to me at the time. So I was like, you know what? I kind of mulled about it for a little bit. I was kind of upset because I don't like being ostracized. I don't like losing friends. I was like, you know what? I want to make another character. I want to make her completely different than Olivia. It'll be her cousin. And the way I worked with Allie was where Olivia was raised on the hybrid side, where her mother had money and her dad was a good old boy. Allie was from her dad's side, who was just a down-home girl. You know, she was in her 20s. She was living her life, doing her things, enjoying life the way it was and taking every day as it was. And that's the mindset I had with Allie. And I made her very aggressive because I wanted to work it out where Allie had like this aggressive personality because she felt like she always needed to prove herself because she was always living in her cousin's shadow, who was only 2 years older than her. So she always wanted to try and be like, you know, she's like, yeah, she hated her cousin. She always talked about that. And probably deep down, she probably didn't hate her cousin, but she would say that she did. But she hated what her cousin stood for because she didn't want to be that way. So in my mind, I completely went the opposite of the spectrum. And I was like, when I would do Allie, I would just be relaxed. And I'd be like this on my mic. And my mic was down here at the time. So I was literally like leaning over, like talking like this. And that was the mindset I had with Allie. So switching the characters wasn't hard. It was just making sure that I was in the right mindset for that character. And sometimes when I had planned like discussions in character coming up for something that had happened from a scene before, I would practice it in that character's voice while I was driving, so I could say, okay, how would Olivia approach this? How would Allie approach this? And like if they had something to say to somebody, I could pretend to be them and get in that mind space and that headspace and be able to project that in practice. And then when I got on that night, maybe it went the way I wanted it to, maybe it didn't, but I was in that headspace for that particular character. So
Mad. To be fair, that's mad. To be fair,
it's all about putting on the masks, man.
yeah.
Olivia mask. There's the Allie mask. Allie was a lot like me in my 20s. That was my inspiration.
Yeah.
She was a lot like me in my 20s because I was pretty wild in my 20s. I'm not gonna lie.
Wild in your 20s.
I never got in any trouble though, but I was wild. I did a lot of things, and I wanted to kind of make that extreme in Allie because I wanted her to be that wild, free. Don't have any responsibilities. I'm living my life the way I want to. I don't give a shit about how my cousin was raised. I don't want to be her. I want to be me. But I also made a point to make Allie pretty, but not as pretty as Olivia. That was particular on my point. Because I wanted it to be where Olivia was always praised about how beautiful she was and how gorgeous she was when they were growing up. And Allie always felt like she wanted to be as pretty as her cousin. And I wanted that mindset as well for Allie. So a little bit of jealousy underlying about the other things that Olivia had that Allie didn't. So but I did it intentionally. But yeah, I wanted to, I had this concept. So, okay, on this end of the spectrum, I got Olivia way off of her in left field. Completely opposite. I've got Allie. Yeah. And they had similar interests. They did. They both liked cars. They both liked fishing. But Allie was much more into it, because that's how she was raised. Olivia kind of had to put those things behind her when her parents wanted her to grow up and be a young lady. So
yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, what was that? Sorry, Rexo. Sorry.
If you're talking about names now, I think that's a lot more difficult in RP is to remember which character you're talking to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy, and I think I've done it many times where I've called you Olivia and you were actually playing a different character. It might have been Ellie, and then I was actually talking to Ellie. And it's difficult. That has slipped.
People do that anyway because they knew that it was the same person playing the character out of character. They knew that, and so they would hear aspects of Allie that would sound like Olivia because even though she had a different mindset, she had a different personality. It's still the same character. I didn't change the voices. It's just that Olivia spoke more primly, more eloquently, and Allie was rough around the edges. So I did, and people did that all the time, and Allie would always get so mad when people did that to her. she's like, I'm not my cousin.
You still played it into the role and everything.
Yeah, I did.
Fair play. Fair play.
I worked it into if somebody called Allie Olivia, she's like, don't compare me to my cousin. I don't want to be compared to that bitch. It was in the role. It was in the personality of who she was. Yeah.
Fair enough. I've got another question for me and Trans. Who's your favourite Bish Bash Bosh viewer?
Someone's fishing for compliments, Malk.
Who's that? Who
do you think? Who asked this question?
Vanilla.
Vanilla's your favorite? Vanilla's your favorite?
Yeah, I would say that in a minute.
No, Reese, we love you. You're loyal. You're here all the time. I can't really choose a favorite viewer, but we love you and we love Vanilla for different reasons. You bring different energy to the chat, and we're all about it.
Gives Reese a fishing rod. Fair.
I love it. Well played.
This is the last time that Rexy has returned into the podcast because of Reese's moments as well. But yeah, that's your answer, Reese. So tough.
We love you to death. We love Vanilla. We love all of our viewers. Actually, throws it at Malk's head. We love all you guys. We love all you guys for different reasons.
Well, not anymore on Reese's side. But anywho, I lost my voice then. Anywho, if you've got any questions left, we are going to stop in about a couple of minutes' time because it's not fair on Rexy, who's already at 1:30, I believe, in the morning. So we're trying our hardest to stop the clock. Right, Reese. How tired are you, Rexy? To point out to all the audio viewers, he's saying
Very much so. Quite a bit.
That's it.
Quite tired.
Yeah.
That was the message that was conveyed, guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that's what's happened anyway. So poor Rexy. We'll have to do this a couple of hours. Do you reckon a couple of hours more?
An hour or two earlier, yeah, just so it's not too late for you, man.
Yeah.
That way, if we go to 3 hours, then it's just at 1 o'clock, and you're good.
I tell you what, we'll do one more question, guys. If you got a question to any of us, if you want to, one more question, then we're gonna stop the stream.
Do you have any questions for us, Rexy?
Yeah.
I'm good.
You know me pretty well because we've RP'd together. But any questions for me or Malk or our streams or whatever?
Off the top of my head, it's
okay. Not to put you in the hot seat. I'm not trying to put you in the hot seat. Goodness.
Ooh, pressure. Right, Reese has sent the last question, and it's to Rexy. Have you enjoyed being on the Bish Bash Bosh podcast?
Paint.
What?
Paint.
What?
Paint.
Okay. I'm lost. Rexy, I'm lost.
We're referring to earlier down in the stream, but earlier in the stream, where I just yelled paint.
Yes.
When we were talking about the Shakespearean.
Oh, yeah.
My answer is paint.
Paint.
It's a non-answer, but I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. That's okay.
Everything.
We give Reese non-answers all the time, so don't worry. It's okay.
Oh, that's fair enough. Anyway, guys, we are going to stop the stream for 2 hours and 32 minutes already. Unbelievable stuff.
Yes.
Cheers for everyone. Cheers for everyone that's joining into the stream. You've all been absolutely amazing. We've finally stopped Reese bombardments with the hydrates. Yes. Get in. And also, Rexy, have you enjoyed yourself properly at the Bish Bash Bosh podcast?
Yeah, for real.
Not just paint, that's what you said.
More along the lines of
paint.
Whopper.
More the lines of paint. Yeah, no, I remember
more
that.
lines of a Whopper.
Whopper Junior.
I'll take it. Okay, I can read between the lines on that one, Rexy. I can read between the lines, buddy.
Whopper Junior, double, blah blah, blah blah. Couldn't say the words. Couldn't remember them. But that's what.
Close everything out. Find Rexy here at Rexy is Live. I think that's the right one. That's not the shout out, but that's the link.
As TTS likes to call it, Rexy is Leve.
Leve.
Don't worry.
Sorry.
My IRL name gets all kinds of just weird names, weird combinations of it. It's just strangest thing. I think it's something else. There's the link. You guys can just go on the link if you want to and go to Rex's page and follow. Give him all the love. He's a good friend of mine. We had a great time RPing. We had a great time here on the podcast. Thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Are you going to come back in the near future?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In an earlier time of probably earlier.
We'll try and make it earlier for you, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we'll work it out. I didn't realize you were that far ahead. That's okay. We worked it out.
We RP'd at like normal times, how actual late it was. Sometimes it would be literally like 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here acting like a drunk person.
I tell you what.
Do you have neighbors? Do they think you were actually drunk?
No, this is why I love my microphone, because I don't have to be loud for it.
I love it too. It's great.
That's
being loud. The neighbors thinking you're being drunk.
That's just topped it all off. To be fair play to you on that one. Thank you to Rexy. You've been absolutely amazing, and I wish you all the very best of luck in the near future. Wherever you do, hopefully you get to aim your perfect goals in Twitch, and try and make sure you follow. Rexy is Leve.
Lieve.
Lieve.
Rexy is lieve.
Rexy is live. Not leaving. Rexy is live. Not
Lieve.
yet. Live. It sounded leaving. Trans.
Yes,
How
it's
dare you?
lieve.
How dare
I
you?
did not.
You said Rexy is leaving.
I
Leaving.
didn't say that. I said
Like
lieve.
Live. Live.
Lieve.
There's also
Live.
BTS voice that will say Rexy's live.
Rexy is live.
Yeah, that's true.
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
look
I
at
love
that. I'm gonna look at that and think Rexy's live. Yeah, on the stream.
it.
Yeah, that.
English is weird, y'all.
Yeah, English is weird.
Live can be live and it can also be live, which is very weird.
Or leave.
Or
Or
leave
leave
it.
to be fair.
Depends on who you are.
Depends on if you're being posh in a Bish Bash Bosh without the tosh itself. So, anyway,
That was pretty
guys,
good.
thanks. You get the signature. Get the signature
I think
after.
it's all the mentioning of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be or not to be, that is the question of all questions itself. I better shut up now. So, Trance, well done to her. She is the hostess with the mostess. Thank you so much, Trance. All good?
And to the host with the most, my good friend, excellent friend, awesome. We have so much fun together. Me, Retro Wolf Live. And of course, our amazing guest, Rexy, is live, whatever you want to call it.
He's leaving.
However
He's
you
leaving now.
remember it.
He's leaving now after the.
Retro Wolf like live.
Yeah, Retro or leave.
Live, yeah.
I'm gonna change that next time. Be like Retro Wolf.
He's gonna put the accent on it. Live. It sounds fancier. It does, doesn't it? Does it not? It sounds very fancy.
But it does, yeah.
Wolf. Yeah. Crazy fancy. Audio. Malk is speechless. I don't know if it's a good speechless or a bad speechless, but we're going with it.
I am. I do not know what to say because we're changing from live to leave X now. It's just madness. Right. Yeah. I really am tired now. So here we go, guys. So cheers for that. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend on the 4th of February 2023 or the 5th of February 2023 in some cases. Still the 4th of February 2023 from
or the 5th if you're watching this tomorrow.
Yeah. Or
maybe.
Or not in the future.
Only the 5th.
Currently the 5th.
Yeah, for you it's the 5th, yes.
Yeah. So it always works out. It always works out well. Anyhow,
Absolutely.
so I think on episode 4, I'm not sure who we got next time.
I shall look it up.
I don't think we've got anything planned after the. Well, we were meant to have 2 streamers today, but unfortunately, they were due to personal reasons, they could not make it today.
So our second streamer was supposed to be on the 11th, but we may have to fill that slot elsewhere unless they're able to join us. It was supposed to be Kirsty, unless you did it with Emily, but we'll work it out. If it's not, if we don't have a streamer, then we will. If we don't have an interviewee, then we'll just do it ourselves, like we always do.
I love how
I will tell them the right time zone. I will tell them the right time zone, Reese. I did it this time. I made sure I could, because Rexy was like, I'm a little confused. I'm like, okay, let me try and clarify this because it does sound very confusing. Let me straighten it out because I had to clarify it out, but I did it. I did.
Poor.
There was a lot of math involved.
Yeah, there's loads to be fair. Anyway, guys.
Math.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, guys, take care of yourselves. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And take it easy. And we're off now for whenever we're back on next week, or maybe.
Last bit of announcements. Make sure you check out w.gg. Transnation is the code for 10% off. Also, I will be live on Monday with D&D Monday, the best part of the Monday. So you feel free to join us. 5 p.m. my time. It's probably late for you guys, but feel free to join if you are around. And Patreon and Discord. So yeah, all the things.
All good? All good?
Yes, we're all good.
And there's no announcements from me, so we're going to shoot off now. And take it easy, guys. See you all next week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.